All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's Thursday, December 11th now, 2025, 8:02 Central Time. This is People in the Boxes, episode 173. Let's go. Let it snow. We're going to talk about snow. It's a very broad topic, the good, the bad, the ugly. We've talked about it once before a long time ago, but we're playing the game. We're playing it tonight, Story Boxes. We're going to get into it. We'll be right back here after we play a little intro for about 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Hit that like button, smash it if you will. Share it out, tag some friends, get in on the game you can play from the audience. Let's play.
Voices echo through the walls so thin, trapped in squares where the stories begin. Whispers rise from the shadows deep, secrets these boxes swear to keep. People in the boxes, souls on display, talking through the silence, night into day. Bound by lines, yet the truth breaks free. People in the boxes calling to me. Every cube holds a tale untold, hearts of fire, dreams so bold. Walls can't hold what the spirit sings, laughter and tears on fragile wings. People in the boxes, souls on display, talking through the silence, night into day. Bound by lines, yet the truth breaks free. People in the boxes calling to me. Cages or a stage to stand, a prison built by a human hand. Voices clash, then they blend as one. In the boxes, the journey's begun. People in the boxes, souls on display, talking through the silence, night into day. Bound by lines, yet the truth breaks free. People in the boxes calling to me. I hear their sound, lost and seeking yet profound. People in the boxes near and far, shining out like a guiding star. Voices echo through the walls so thin, trapped in squares where the stories begin. Whispers rise from the shadows deep, secrets these boxes swear to keep. People in the boxes, souls on display, talking through the silence, night into day. Bound by lines, yet the truth breaks free. People in the boxes calling to me. Every cube holds a tale untold, hearts of fire, dreams so bold. Walls can't hold what the spirit sings, laughter and tears on fragile wings. People in the boxes, souls on display, talking through the silence, night into day. Bound by lines, yet the truth breaks free. People in the boxes calling to me. Or a stage to stand, a prison built by a human hand. Voices clash, then they blend as one. In the boxes, the journey's begun. People in the boxes, souls on display, talking through the silence, night into day. Bound by lines, yet the truth breaks free. People in the boxes calling to me. Holds a tale untold, hearts of fire, dreams so bold. Walls can't hold what the spirit sings, laughter and tears on fragile wings. Every cage is or a stage to stand, a prison built by a human hand.
All right, we're back. We're back. It looks like Bean has to be booted. Okay.
Is Bean frozen? That's who I was flipping off.
Yeah, he was frozen.
It looked like he was. His head was just really stuck in that page.
I guess he is gonna come back.
He will.
And we're
He'd be
supposed to
back.
have Elisa May coming up at some point. Let me see. Okay, Bean, you shouldn't have to. Thought I shut off the permission required. Should be able to pop right in. That's weird. Huh. Oh, it was broken.
You're muted,
You're
baby.
muted.
It keeps kicking me into the back, like back where you have to set your name and everything. That time it completely kicked me out.
Don't turn your phone.
My phone's been sitting on the tripod the whole time.
Oh. Well, usually if it throws me back to that, I can hit back and it puts me back in.
There was some kind of a weird glitch when I there's a little toggle for making people require like what's the word like me to like accept you or allow you in or something or approval or whatever, and I just toggled it and toggled it back, and it looks like it fixed it. But otherwise, they've actually been doing some work recently on the Rumble. It looks like a lot of things that were messed up before are working. The rating is working now, so we met a few people. I rated a channel yesterday or the other day and didn't realize it, but she was doing a premium stream. So almost no one could even get put over there because they had to be people that pay for it. So it counted, but no one really had to go anywhere. It's funny. Anyway, we're back. We're back. Let's get it going. People in the boxes. Snow. Snow is a
Pretty girl.
crazy topic because it's deadly, it's beautiful, and it's fun. You know, and it sucks. It's almost like an everyday sort of mundane thing to people who live in snow. People who don't
I
live in
love
snow,
snow.
it's like a magical thing that you never get to see. So many this topic is insane because I thought of so many stories and I'm like, well, gotta try to narrow it down. But I did actually talk yesterday on We Grow Wednesday. I talked about this 50 car pileup in, I believe it was Indiana. I have to go back to it to look, but there was a 50. Yeah, here it is. It was like 40 something cars piled up, and it's really just horrendous. Like look at this.
That's crazy.
It was a snowstorm coming home right after Thanksgiving too.
Yeah, it was a lot of traffic. It was traveling, and then there was a big snowstorm. It wasn't even that. I mean, we've seen bigger. Like it wasn't the biggest ever, but watch these semis. Whoa, the semi that like they. What's that? Wow. Go ahead, Lisa.
They said nobody died in the 45 pileup.
We get pileups here south of Las Cruces between Lordsburg, or right around Lordsburg, New Mexico, between Lordsburg and the Arizona border. We get pileups like that, but that's because we get these terrible haboobs. That area where the road runs through is on ancient lake beds.
What did you call it?
Haboob.
What is that?
You've been in the Middle East and you don't know what a haboob is?
And that's a derogatory term for a person?
No, it's a sandstorm.
Oh.
That blocks out visibility.
We just call those sandstorms.
No, it's a haboob.
I've never heard that.
I mean, I know what a hanipple is, but I don't know about a haboob. But like, there's definitely something.
When I was on the same page as you, I was like, "Are we bashing?"
Like, what's going on?
They have haboobs in that area because we have downdrafts here.
How big are they? Are they big haboobs or? We could go on this one for a little while.
Put your visibility to about 2 feet in front of you. You never got caught.
Well, she said there's a downdraft, so that's a double D, ain't it?
Dude, trust me, my visibility gets caught in the haboobs a lot, really. Like if that could be a problem. Visibility gone 2 feet in front of me, gone. Yeah, but so
mute
that's
for a minute because I'm getting out of the truck.
okay. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting to play this. Damn it, we're playing it right now.
Yeah, but we get
It's only 6 seconds, but hey, that's what she said. I tell you what, it's been a rough episode already. Haboob's in the face, and we're just no, but I mean, making light of it is fun because like I wanted to remind ourselves of like the magic and as a kid when the snow came and it was like, man, I'm doing this. There's several projects that you could sort of take on in the snow, and so I'm like, let's try to bring that up. But I also wanted to at least mention this because it's just horrific. And also, guys, I gotta say it. I don't want to bring us to that, to more of a negative, but I want to say prayers and all the good vibes that you can think of to our friend Leslie. His grandkids were in a bad wreck and they were life flighted just like an hour or two ago. I don't know what hospital or where, but it's. I know it's a. I don't know if it was a snow related accident, but definitely, our hearts are with you, Leslie. I hope you're out there finding out some information.
Big prayers.
Yeah. I don't know any more details than that. But I just know that his grandkids were life flighted, which doesn't happen if it's an easy accessibility. So, or if it's not.
And anybody but the
enough.
babies,
Right. I don't know how old they are, but I know they're kids. Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, my babies are grown-ass adults, but that's...
I know, but I immediately think of like the youngest kids possible, in my head when you say when it's said. But anyway, it's definitely be careful out there, guys. That's one of the reasons we're having this topic. It is that season. And we've had a little bit more snow this year than typical, to be honest. In my area, it's snowing right now, right, Elisa? It's snowing over there? Yeah, it's snowing right now outside and starting to cover the ground and again, and it was just starting to melt today. So I'm going to get more icicles above my head. There's a guy, I saw a video of a guy that goes around just knocking off ice wherever he sees it for safety reasons. I don't know if he just thought it was fun or if he really is trying to be, helpful, but yeah, I mean, he's trying to
icicles get big and
the thing is the icicle ends up connecting to a big old a big chunk or sheet of ice above it, and if you end up knocking that whole thing loose, man, there's a lot of videos. I think Kim Cooper put up a video. She lives in Canada, so she said it was something like "Are you ready?" and it just showed a bunch of videos of people getting the snow off of their roofs in places in Canada where they have they'll have a rope on the roof. I don't know if it's heated. I don't know the details, but there's something kind of rope on the roof, and then they yank that rope to make a big sheet of the snow come off. And I don't know the rest of the details, but man, I feel like we got to get heated roofs soon. What's
crazy? I lived in Northern California for 8 years in the Sacramento area, and Northern California is full of a lot of world-class ski resorts. They've had Olympics there and whatnot in the past. But I remember every year we would, because they give reports out of Tahoe and Truckee and stuff, snow reports. And one of the big things out there is they get so much snow accumulation in those areas that a couple of things happen. You hear all the time of people's roofs collapsing under the weight of the snow. And the other thing is people's houses catch on fire because it weakens gas pipes or something, and it causes people's houses to catch on fire. So snow is very, it's cool. And for, some people find it cool and magical and whatever, but shit, it's dangerous. You live someplace where that gets a big accumulation of it. It can be really dangerous. And
that's the double-edged sword of it, right? It's it's almost like fire in that respect. You know, I don't hear a lot of people. Well, okay. I was just about to bring up ice. I was going to be like, well, there's not a lot of people having. Well, I guess people do have fun on the ice, but that's a smaller amount of people. I've never been ice skating. Has anyone here been ice skating?
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
ice skating.
I'm a good ice skater. I used to
find
take
that
ice
hard to
skating
believe.
lessons.
Take
When
videos of it.
my mom used to work at this place in Fort Worth called the Tandy Center whenever I was a little kid, and they had an ice rink in there, and I used to go take ice skating lessons. I'd ride the subway into the Tandy Center in downtown Fort Worth and go take ice skating lessons and wait for her to get off work.
I don't even know where I would go around here, but somebody
You'd be surprised. There's ice skating rinks everywhere.
I saw a really cool idea. Somebody took a tarp outside and filled it with water. I think that's what it was. Used a hose or something.
That's a
And
big
put
no.
Well, but then they filled it with water, and at a time when it would freeze, and then they let their son skate around on it. I think it was just a big tarp, but yeah.
Yeah, y'all think
Yeah,
it's not? It doesn't get cold down here in Florida. Over here at the
Not cold
they call
enough.
it the Art Walk down by the river. There's like a park. They just built a new skate park. They set up an ice skating rink outdoors down there. It's open throughout the winter
But
right now.
they have a thing that freezes the shit on it.
Yeah,
They
that's
have
still
one
gotta
in
be cold
Texas
enough.
too.
Still got to be cold
No, it
enough
doesn't.
outside for it to stay frozen.
No, it doesn't.
It
Yeah,
freezes
it's
it
fine.
from underneath or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
I think I've heard
have
of
one
that.
in Mineral Wells, Texas, and I'm telling you right now,
Yeah, I
it
thought it was
doesn't
pretty
get
cool.
to freezing fucking very often in Mineral Wells, Texas at all. It keeps it
That's
frozen.
Man, that's about as bad as like trying to keep grass in your lawn in a place like
In
in the desert.
Arizona.
Like yeah,
Yeah.
like that's about as bad as that. I always thought it was cool, like people that would just pave their lawn and paint it green in places like that, or
Well,
like
my
AstroTurf or
house,
whatever.
yeah,
That'd be
my
cool.
house in Colorado, whenever I first moved into it, it had bark. Like they had got a tree that had fallen down, and they just had the city come mulch it up for them, and that was what they had in the whole entire front yard. And it was old and it was rough. It was terrible. Well, I found a indoor soccer arena that had replaced their AstroTurf and got a bunch of turf. Let me tell you
Nice.
what, that shit's heavy.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it is.
Oh, and it's a pain in the ass. And those little black beads that they put in it to weight it down, that shit gets everywhere.
Oh,
Oh,
I
it was a
bet.
nightmare, but my house looked fucking 50 times better afterwards.
All right, guys. Let's before we jump into the story, I want to explain it to the audience, but I also want to give anybody else a shot of throwing out any stories that maybe you didn't put in the game, but you wanted to bring up. Like I had one, a very weird story that I almost put in the game, but I'll never forget this. I had to have been like 6, 8, 7 years old or something. There was this neighborhood bully that would make he made this other little kid my age fight me, and I just remember almost dying in snow. This kid was on top of me and choking me, and there was like a foot of snow, and as a kid that size, like the like claustrophobia, was setting in. I was sunk down into the snow. Older kid was like 10 or 13, or I don't know, he wasn't 10, he was like 12 or 13. He was like making neighborhood kids fight each other, and this same bully came up a couple times, but never did get a chance to like he never like came. It isn't like didn't do anything to you physically. Like there wasn't any good stories like that. But it was
Sounds
a
like
weird
a cool
story. I'll
guy.
never forget, huh? Yeah,
Sounds like a cool guy.
Tony Baloney, we called him. Anyway, it was a weird story, but it had to do with snow, just because I'll never forget the feeling of just snow all around me, being pushed down, and it's almost like trying to be drowned in the snow, like by my neck. Like it was pretty scary. I don't remember what I did, pushed him off of me or something, but I was like little. I was like not much more than 5. Back then, you could run around the neighborhood at at young ages. I was probably like 7, maybe, or something like that. But yeah, that was one story that came up in my mind, and I was like, I don't know, but I'm just not going to put that in. But I'll bring it up, I guess. But yeah, snow, like you can get that like buried feeling in the snow, and you gotta be careful because it can be heavy too, especially part chunks of ice, and for sure. Hey, so guys, we have Margaret Jett in the chat. I see Margaret is our story keeper tonight. So thanks and shouts out to Margaret. Go join her group, MJ's Baked Goods, if you haven't joined it. But does anybody else have any stories burning in their chest that they didn't get in the list?
I have a story I didn't put in there that I actually just thought of now. My brothers, when I was too young to go out and play with them, but there's a patch of woods up behind the park that if you go through the patch of woods and out the other side, it runs into a highway right there. So they were all standing at the top of the hill over the highway, bombing snowballs at cars going by, and they started like a 9-car pileup.
Oh shit!
Whoa! Did they kill anybody?
I don't know full details. Like I said, I was super young. I just remember them coming back, and my mom, like, she was like in a panic. She didn't know what to do. Like,
wait, who was this?
My older brothers.
His name? What was the address at this time?
Yeah. For
Oh, damn.
In that case, not even blood brothers, just some guys.
Right. Yeah, some guy you knew something that happened one time. For sure. Wow.
Look at Bean backpedaling.
I was there's another story.
I wouldn't backpedal if it was me that did it.
Right.
You can't throw other people under the bus.
True. There's another story that I thought of that I should have put in there actually, but my older brother and I would make, like, we made this, like, you might call it an igloo, but it was only like a couple feet high, and we were using like coolers, fill up the cooler with snow, and then you make blocks that way. And but our neighbors, there were like 3 brothers that lived next door, and we were always like I don't know, like in competition, I guess. And I was only 5. I know I was 5 or younger at this house. And they had this big wall. It was like 5 to 10. It was probably like 6 or 7 feet tall. And I just remember my brother getting me one day when those kids were gone, gets me takes me over the fence to their yard to knock down the neighbor's big ass wall that they built. Yeah, that brother's in prison now, so that tracks. But yeah, it was like, yeah, we're gonna go and fuck up this wall they built, because theirs is better than ours. Yeah, Mikey, what's up, Mike? What's up, everybody? I see you all commenting away in the chat. Please keep it up, share it out, tag some friends, and do that repost inside of Rumble. It does it shares it inside Rumble and kind of echoes it inside the Rumble platform.
When we lived in Maryland, we had like a ditch in our front area. We lived in a cul-de-sac, but there was a ditch that went around it. And we got like 4 feet of snow, like within like a 30-hour span. And there's like 7 kids in the cul-de-sac, and they went out there. They built the biggest igloo I'd ever seen in my whole life.
Snow fort.
In that ditch. Yeah, they spent days in that thing.
Wow.
Like they had a little propane heater and shit inside of it. It made like the top of it like a solid piece of ice.
All right, bring the TV
it was crazy.
Out. Today, in today's world, it's like we gotta have a charger. We gotta have like a TV in there. We gotta, yeah, sure.
But this is the Olympic bronze medalist Aaron Brooks crew. It's those are the kids my kids grew up with. So like they did it up. Wow. The athletic little fools got out there and they dug for hours to build that thing.
Speaking of doing it up, y'all want to play a game?
Let's play.
Let's play. This is episode 173. It's time to play story boxes, and I tell you what, this is going to be a fun one. I'm sure it's going to be all over the place. And I just want to explain it to you out there watching, because you can be involved in the comments. You can also guess as to whose story each one belongs to. And as I read them, we will have some time to sort of ask each other questions, and you kind of can listen in and see who's kind of maybe fibbing and who's letting the cat out of the bag, whose poker face is cracked, and who's got what kind of details for the story. So listen in, and if you want to know who's who, you can always ask. But we'll run through it one time real quickly before we play. Just remember that before we reveal each story, you have to guess in the comments only one time, and you will get a chance to be put on the door prize wheel, which I will show you. We're gonna put you on the door prize wheel that we spin at the end of the show. Anytime that you have a right answer, you get an extra spot on the door prize. Now we also have our friends on screen, who all get a spot. Oh. And Cat and myself. I don't need a spot. Okay. So they all get a spot just for coming up. But we have our friend Kim, who's on her phone right there next to me. Kim.
Hey, what's up?
And we have Kat down below me. Hi, Kat. And we've got Lisa May in the middle there. What's up, Lisa? And we got Bean Dongo on the bottom corner. He's in his bathrobe, looks like. He's having a Kim night, or a comfortable.
I dressed up for the occasion. What can I say?
I'm telling you, man, when you're cold, a bathrobe warms you out, keeps you warm.
I had a hoodie on most of the day, but it's.
What do you have? Sorry, hold on.
This has been my winter attire since it started getting cold.
I like your
Every
flowers
day I've been
behind you.
alive with a robe. Huh?
I like the flowers behind you. Look like they're attached to the curtain somehow. What's going on there?
They're clipped to the clip that's holding the curtain together.
Ah, okay. All right, so
With
this
the
is
shower curtain up here to block the sun, so we can do lives and stuff.
Oh, I thought it was like a blind, like a window blind. That's a shower curtain. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Moving on up. Oh, so all right, so we got 5 people on the screen who could be possible authors of each one of these stories. Now, what happens is I read the story, we talk about it, and then once we have revealed whose story it is, that person gets some time to explain really what was going on there. Margaret Jett has she has her own way of doing the stories when she sends them to me. So tonight it goes a little bit different. Here we go with story number 1. This panelist's siblings used to make them stay outside until they were frozen to build snowmen and snow forts with them.
Elisa.
Okay. I mean, I definitely was forced to be. Yeah.
I never get that quick, but for some reason.
I don't know. That's a pretty quick deflection for somebody who had a lot of siblings. Although he would be the one that was making them stay outside, though. I feel like.
He was the youngest, so probably not.
Oh.
Yeah, I would cry. My mom would force them to stay out there and play with me. You're muted, Kat.
Elisa, where did you grow up?
In Illinois.
In an igloo.
Oh, well, fuck, that's 3 of y'all it could be. All 3 of y'all have snowbag. Wait, hold on. But I think 4 of y'all may have snowbag. No, because you're in New Mexico, but did you grow up in New Mexico?
Yeah.
Huh?
Here.
Well, I mean, yes and no. Yes, because, I mean, Ruidoso is one of my favorite places to ski. But, I mean, okay, so see, this could be really fucked up. This could be anybody.
You never lived somewhere with snow, Kat? Feels like you're.
Oh, I've lived lots of places with snow. I've lived in Maryland, Delaware, Iowa, Colorado. I've lived in Kansas. I've lived lots of places with snow.
She was just telling us about this big fort with with 3 layers.
Yeah.
Of, 3 levels of bedrooms and a bunch of other stuff going on. Like, how else did they get that dug except keep little kitty cat outside as long as possible? Yeah.
My kids were who was doing that, though. I lived in Texas till I was grown, so we didn't get snow. We got a layer of ice every now and then, and it was just ice.
Ice igloo. Gotta use some.
Yeah, you're not doing anything with the ice in Texas.
Gotta use a soldering iron to dig a hole in.
Yeah, get the blowtorch out because you're the blowtorch and a shovel. Yeah, that's all you're getting.
Yeah.
This
They
one's
panicked through
hard.
that freeze, didn't they? Texas was
Yeah.
it like last year or the year before? They got that bad freeze. They
Yeah.
panicked.
Yeah.
All
They
their
had
power
no clue what to
generation.
do.
I think it was their windmills. Like a lot of the windmills got frozen.
They had
And my
no
grandmother
plan
was-
for weather at all.
My grandmother was without power for like 6 days, but luckily she has a gas fireplace in her living room. And my sister put her in the recliner next to the gas fireplace. And it was an electric recliner, and they didn't think about it. And once they got her reclined in it, they couldn't get her back out of it.
Yeah.
So Big Mikey says bean already.
That's what I was thinking, Mikey.
I could see
That
this being bean, but used to make them say, yeah,
Hold on, Waylon, you've got a bunch of siblings too, though, don't you?
6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, I'm gonna go Waylon on this one. Wait, what order are you in the 6? What number are you in the 6? Like I'm 2 out of 4.
For some reason, I wanted to say 9th, but I'm 5th. Well, no,
Okay,
there's 7 of us. There's 7 of us. I'm number 6 out of the 7.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stick with Waylon on that one then.
I think I might go with Bean on this. You said Elisa
I'm gonna
Bean?
stick with my original answer.
Elisa? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cat says me. Kim?
Too.
You said Bean, Elisa? Okay. Kim? Most of Bean's stories are going to be from childhood because he doesn't live in snowy areas now, although he does go home for holidays.
Quite a bit, yeah.
I do think it's now.
My cat's siblings making him stay out at this age to build snowmen and forest. That's a kid thing.
Yeah, I could totally see his siblings make him do that, but
I could still see his siblings make him do that.
See,
I think last year they posted pictures in Florida where it did snow.
Oh wow!
In Panama City, it flurried a little bit.
Enough to make a fort. Snowmen, tiny little snowmen.
Nothing stuck, I don't think.
But this is the thing though. With my siblings, are older than me, are all older, and they weren't outside in the snow. They weren't trying to build snow forts. It had to be Bean.
But well, hold on. What is the age difference there? Because like there's 4 of us, but the one under me is 7 years under me, and the next one's 15 years under me.
How many was it?
Well, there's 4 of us. My sister's 3 years older than me. Elliot's 7 years younger than me, and Ethan's 15 years younger than me. So like we're spaced out.
Yeah. Does that mean
so? Like how far away are you from your sibling? There's 7 of y'all, so y'all got to be relatively
5
close.
years? 5 years away from the closest.
Okay.
Other than my twin
That's
sister.
not bad.
Other than my twin sister, and she wasn't out there building snow forts. She was sneaking cigarettes out behind the house, and she would she would leave a big pile of butts right outside the window for so easy for my dad to find, you know.
But he never found them, huh?
No, he found them. Yeah, no.
And Bean, you have
like you have a very obvious. What's happening?
Bean, you have like 42 siblings, right?
I have 7 siblings, and we're all Irish twins.
You have 7 siblings?
And everybody's within a year of each other, right? Yeah.
Irish twins.
Yeah.
So there are 8 of you total?
Yep.
And everybody's less than a year apart.
I didn't know that. I knew of at least 3. That was
it. Some people said we were the Brady Bunch, but I like the Bebe's kids. We don't die, we multiply.
Elisa, how many siblings do you have?
2 brothers and 1 sister.
So there's
And we're back to
4.
back. Me and my brother are the same age for a month.
Oh, that's close. That's pretty close. It
Mhm.
could be Elisa.
And Kim, how many kids are in your family?
There's
Cheers, everybody.
there's 4
Fire
plus
in the hole.
8 of us.
I don't know.
What are the age differences?
Oh, the one that's closest in age to me is 11 years older than me.
Oh wow. Okay.
Well, I
So we
take that
got
back. My sister is only, God, how old is she?
some votes for me on the Facebook side.
So I'm noticing something here. Kat's asking a lot of questions to try to point at everybody else.
She's more talkative this episode than I've ever. I don't know. I feel
I've
like.
been drinking. Fuck y'all.
Oh,
She's like,
well,
what about you? What about you? Don't ask me any questions.
that's a quick
Look,
response.
I'm taking notes on all of y'all.
Oh, damn. She's keeping the profile for like the next time. So they might let something out that might help me for the next episode.
Mhm.
Just like put it all in AI.
I
And
remember on
AI
episode 357, you said.
you said you didn't
Actually,
have it.
I took the trash out today, but I did have a whole lot of Waylon notes on my notepad.
Well, just about me? Okay.
No, well, just on our game because I keep notes on games. Like when we were doing the turkey game and stuff,
Yeah.
you'll see my my notepad.
Yeah, she got it right next to your lock of hair.
Right.
I didn't think about it, and I had some notes on it the other day, and I sent a picture of the notes I had to my boss, and I was like, "Fuck, okay, don't pay attention to the paper." He was like,
Nice.
"I know." I
Whoops.
said, "Don't show anybody else."
Oh no. Well, yeah, you did send me some pictures for game night. I appreciate that.
I did.
There's
I
like a
did.
handful of people now who are in on the giveaway. $150
And I
to somebody.
have a really, really good idea for another one that I'm going to go do tomorrow. I'm going to get those tomorrow, but I have a really good idea that's different than what we've been doing.
I want to do one too. And actually, let's wrap it in, or let's tie it into the topic and say, like, has anyone seen the Christmas trees decorated like there's snow on them? Like
Yeah.
you can get like fake snow spray and stuff. Probably not good for us to inhale. Don't do it. But like that's a fad now.
It's
People
called
spraying their tree.
flopping.
Whoa.
I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do because then that would give away that was my picture, but I have a really good idea.
Well, what do you mean? People are gonna know. I might put your name on the pictures when.
Oh, do you? Oh, okay.
So that way we know who donated it. The part that they can't see is the like the differences that you.
The answers. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to Walmart and I'm gonna get a wreath and I'm gonna go to the decoration aisle and I'm gonna build me a wreath and then change a bunch of stuff in it because I don't own Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to the store and do it.
That'll work.
Yeah, I thought it would be cool.
So we got quite a few votes in the comments, guys. Make sure you get them in now. I know there's like a bit of a lag. Looks like several votes for me. Diane, Cullen, Andrew, and Don all voted for me. Who'd you vote for? You voted for
I said you at first, but I'm really leaning towards Bean. I can't change it.
Did you give me a yeah, you got to be. It's just the way you say it. If
you
say I'm not sure,
I didn't give a final answer. No, I'm gonna scream Bean on this one.
You gonna string Bean?
Yeah.
You know, just because I don't remember fully, I guess I'll let you change it. But you better be careful next time. What are you drinking?
Yeah,
fucking rum and Coke or something.
Vodka and Sprite and cranberry juice.
Gosh, we're gonna
Here
get.
Go.
Here we go. We're on our way. Kim, who did you vote for?
Hey, I'm only like level 5, maybe getting close to level 6 right now.
It's gonna be a Jenna Thirsty Thursday kind of night.
Where's my girl?
Right. You guys need to
let me tag her.
You two need to do your own live stream sometime. All right, Kim, who did you vote for?
How much older are your siblings than you, Waylon?
Me? Like I said, 5 years. My twin sister, she's
she's at least 5 years old.
She's a couple years younger than me.
I'll get Jenna on here. Shit, watch.
kind
you
of
got
hard.
to assume since he lied about his twin sister, he's lying about his other one too. So they're probably all within like a year.
Probably, yeah, but I'm just still going you.
It sounds like somebody had older siblings that
Right.
made them stay out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, I
So
am the older sibling.
Build me a fort.
I was mean to my little brothers, man. I was so mean to my little brothers. Well,
Did
the one under me, but not the baby. The baby, I raised him, and so I wasn't mean to him. He was like my other kid.
Did they call you Bean back then, Bean?
Beanie.
Beanie? Get me out.
Mhm.
Get outside and build me a fucking snow fort.
My sister's nickname was Bean. Mine was Poop. Hers was Bean.
Oh my.
Well, Poop Deck, but
I
yeah.
think I would trade. Like, can I have yours?
When you're a little bitty kid, you don't tell your daddy what to call you. That's just what he called me.
Oh, thanks, Dad. I am what I eat.
My stepdad used to call my
Gross.
sister his ass to skid a shit a butt.
And my daddy was my best friend, man. I miss that old motherfucker. My daddy was my best friend.
Okay,
He
so
could have called me anything he wanted to, and I'd answered.
right. Well, get over here, you shithead. That's what I heard a lot. Kim.
Uh-huh.
So who do you think? We're waiting on you, and then we're gonna reveal the first
Well, it could
story.
be you, it could be Elisa, and it could be Bean.
Could be you.
I mean, you're not wrong. Can we let that? Is that? So let's narrowing it down a little bit here. Could be Cat.
I don't think it was Kat. She didn't grow up with snow.
We traveled a lot when we were growing up.
I did snow one time in Florida, but it was a weird night for sure.
It cost me a whole bunch of money,
If
but we
Nash
did
came
it.
on, that was going to be all of his stories.
Right. It would have. Yeah. I know.
Not the same snow.
I'm gonna go with Bean. I don't know. It's hard. I'm
Okay.
gonna go with Bean.
Okay. We got all of our answers in. Margaret, who is the author of story number 1? We gotta try to. If you could put it on the Facebook side too, just so I can see where the line is. So we got Kayla
when she commented on Rumble, I'll put it on.
We do got to come up with
Whoa,
some.
Elisa May blew it out of the water. What's that, Bean?
We do got to
Bean
come up
knew
with
it, like,
point
right
system
away.
for who fooled the other people, like to think it was them. But yeah,
Well, that's what
anyway.
she gets points for that. Like, so she fooled us all.
No, everybody thought it was me. I should get something.
I know,
No,
that's how I felt the other day. That's how I felt the other day.
You didn't fool us. We fooled ourselves into thinking that. Elisa got 4 points though. Holy shit! So Elisa, congratulations. Tell us
I
about
just
it.
thought Elisa right away because I feel like your brothers were kind of bullies to you.
Oh wait, did you say Elisa, Bean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't
Right
think
off the
about
bat.
that. So
Oh,
she's
she gets 3 points then, and Bean gets a point. Or
Bean
Bean
gets
gets
2
2.
points. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Elisa. The floor is yours.
My brothers did used to make me stay outside until I was like frostbit. And then it would always end probably in a snowball fight and somebody crying. Normally goes in the house and sit on the register rinse.
Yeah, and let your hands get all like red and puffy, and then feel itchy from
Yeah,
the.
They burn and tingle
they
from
burn.
going from super cold to hot. Yeah. I love that feeling though. Like whenever you come down off of the mountain skiing and your hands get that tingly, I love that.
Looks like Alice got it right in the Rumble chat. I don't see anyone else that said Elisa, Bean, and Alice. That was it.
Yeah.
Quick answer wasn't
You got 'em,
convincing.
girl.
What the hell?
You did jump
Yeah.
to it quick, man, and that made me think of you because like you have a lot of stories of like bullying each other and kids, like I just think of
It did
Shameless.
sound like a me thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me see. I don't think anyone else said Elisa on the Facebook side. Just making sure I don't want to leave anybody out. Okay, cool. All right. Wow. Story number one, Elisa, blow it away. I really didn't. You really had me on that. You had me. All right. So, Alice, and I guess we don't need extra spots from the screen. Okay. All right. Story number two. We'll try to move a little quickly here. Story number two. This panelist once went sledding on the side of a highway, and when they went down, discovered that the water at the bottom wasn't frozen and fell through the ice and got soaked. Tell you what, I did not have an extra pair of underwear either that day.
I almost want to say, I mean, I almost want to say Alyssa on this one. She just keeps such a still face. Like, she's so hard to read.
Dry, red eyes.
Yeah, like, she doesn't even have a resting bitch face. She's so pretty. She just, like, is just so poker face so well.
This is my resting bitch face.
Thanks, but usually people say I mean mug.
Oh.
People don't like me because I'm loud and obnoxious, and I don't give a fuck.
We got some answers already. Bean. Cullen says Bean.
I don't know. Kim totally could have done this too.
Kim's trying to hide behind the chat now too. She kind of like feel like she's went to hide so that she can get out of it.
Yeah.
Kim, did you grow up in a rural area or like suburbs of the city?
I'm almost positive Kim grew up in Illinois.
Yeah, I know, but was it like the city or like the suburbs?
Oh, it didn't matter. You could find the side of a highway in either one.
Yeah, but if you're out in the suburbs, you're more likely to find a hill that's not on the side of the highway.
But I mean, aren't all the roads in the suburbs highway?
Any 2-lane, like there's a lot of small highways that go through.
See that word? That word can totally throw you off.
Yeah.
And I mean, like when I think that, I think like a culvert little ditch, like in Texas, and you're not sledding down that. That's not. That's where our water runs through. You're not.
When they went down, so sledding on the side of a highway, and when they went down, discovered. So it must have been they went up over a hill, away from the highway. Maybe
the water drainage is on the side of the highway. I don't know.
Water at the bottom wasn't frozen, like a small lake, a river, or something going under the highway. Well, when this happened to me, I was very upset.
Oh, and I used to live up north, so I've dealt with snow too. So
yeah,
just because I live in the south doesn't mean that any of these.
That's what makes this hard, because we know they're all stories from the past, and now that I know Kim and Elisa May are both where there was snow, I know both of y'all grew up where there's snow.
Whoa! So, this story doesn't say anything about when I was a kid. It doesn't say anything about the past.
I mean,
last week.
Well, no matter what, it's the past, though.
Okay. Well, all right, you're right. But I made assumptions that she meant like childhood. So
I mean, just know. I mean, I know Bean is not where there's snow now, but he's from up north, and you live where it snows regularly. Yeah.
Yeah, but I know my surroundings. I wouldn't go sliding into a lake thinking it was not frozen. This sounds like a girl thing to do. Let's just go on it. Let's just slide into this lake without even thinking. Let's go.
Nobody threw a rock in to see if it was solid.
No, yeah. If I'm boys, we're throwing a rock into that lake anyway, man. We're just trying to get it to break anyway. Jumping up and down on it, see if you can find the word cracks.
It doesn't say that they fell in a lake. It says they fell through the ice and got soaked. That doesn't necessarily mean lake.
Well, it says that there was water. There was water at the bottom that wasn't frozen.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that it's a lake.
Well, okay.
ditch.
Yeah, it could have been like the gully off the side of the highway.
A puddle. Yeah.
The
Okay.
gully off the side of the highway was filled with water. They thought it was frozen over.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Like,
sounds about right. Yeah. Is that what went down, Bean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I lived in the city. We found some pretty sketchy places to sled.
I remember
Like-
swimming in one of those ditches as a kid because the ditch would fill up and you'd have like this little like 4-foot pool that you didn't think of as a kid of being not a good place to swim. It was also a very small
I
town.
remember back in the 90s, the mid 90s, I had this good friend that was from Georgia, and he bought these skis at a yard sale. They were skis for racing, snow skis for racing. And we have a big park here, and it has like these little hills on it. They're not anything major. There's just little hills, like dips. And he fucking brought the skis out at this park, and he had kids skiing down these little hills at the park. It was the funniest damn thing. We got like maybe an inch of snow that day, but he was out there having little kids at the park skiing down those tiny little hills. It was funny as shit.
I'm with you, Don. Don says she needs to get higher. I could see this being anybody, but I gotta say, Kim. I feel like Kim's got some stories in here that are gonna sneak in, and we're just gonna assume she's never been around snow. But I think this could be a Kim story here too. Sliding right into the water.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, oof.
And Alyssa with her poker face, so she might as well go and put her sunglasses on right now.
Yeah, this could be her two stories in a row. Can be Elisa May because these are randomized, so we don't know.
Well, it was somebody that it was on the side of the highway.
Going down the highway.
In small towns, though, sometimes your backyard is like the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah. We travel
I think it
for
was Wayland.
miles and miles. Just I think so. That's your okay. You said think.
Him or Kim.
Final answer.
Yeah, it's Wayland. Yep.
Okay, final answer. All right.
You're gonna say
Kim?
me, Lisa?
I'm
thinking
gonna
Kim
say
as well.
Elisa.
I'm actually thinking about Kim.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna say
take Elisa.
Elisa May Cat. Okay. Kim.
Yeah.
Any answers? Any thoughts? Guy who traveled down the highway with all his regrets. You guys know the song? Shabuzi? Anyway, it's a good song.
I think it might be Cat, because it doesn't say anything about snow.
True, but you're sledding, so I feel like that'd be
I mean,
kinda tough.
where else would you be? I mean, the focus is
You're
snow.
sledding
too.
in the sand dunes.
Sledding down.
Not into the water, I wouldn't think. It
It's
says
sledding.
being frozen, so I mean, you would think it'd have to be snow.
What's up,
Yeah.
Kristen? Let's get that rumble hopping. Let's go. Let's see some dancing
About that,
bananas.
we don't really sled around here. They might up in the northern part, but we don't do that here.
Of course you
You
don't.
get dancing cats from me. You always say dancing bananas, but you get dancing cats from me. Seems fitting.
Cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots
I'm
and
gonna
cats.
say Waylon.
Okay, I'm saying Kim. Lisa said Kim, right?
Yep.
Kat said Elisa.
Yes.
Nobody said Bean. Damn. Uh-oh, Bean might clean sweep this one. Bean, who did you say? Me?
You.
It's
Yeah,
a
but I think it's
son of a-
Kim.
Okay, everybody. Hope you all had your answers in. It looks like a bunch of you did. Hey, Linda. And go ahead, Miss Margaret, while I hit this bong. Cheers, everybody. And then we're going to go to the number spin real quick. In fact, I'm going to look to see who, if there's any new numbers to add. While we do this.
Cat.
The story belongs to Kat. Oh, Kat snuck one by.
Okay, hold on. I've got an explanation though. Hold on. How do
Wait,
I turn my camera? Hold
one
on.
second.
How do I turn?
Kim, did you say Kat?
Well, I did initially, but then she's like, "Well,
You said me, I think. You
You have
switched
to
to
have
me.
snow, and then I thought, well, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Okay, Kat, go ahead.
Okay. So used to when I lived in Wichita, Kansas, right here at Kellogg and 235, there's a movie theater right here, and there's a big parking lot and a little road, and that's a big ass hill. Well, there's just a little bitty drainage across there, and it's never more than probably 6 inches deep. And it had been snowing for a couple of days, and so I just figured it was frozen. And I trucked my ass up that hill. The first where I stepped across was frozen, and I trucked my ass up that hill. And that first time I went down that sled, and I went right off into that water, and I mean, it hit me right in the booty hole. That sled busted that water, that ice, and that water came right up the sled, right between my legs. I was soaking wet. Yeah, we were done. Nobody else
Right up
even
the
got to
back,
go
yeah.
down.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
we were done. Everybody
Oh,
load your
wow.
shit. Let's go home. Yep.
Wow. See, and I wasn't wrong either. It was a woman's story. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a super fun day. It was so
Right.
fun.
That's what you call the awakening.
Woo! That
Mhm.
quick little zippity doo behind. You know, that's how I feel like
Mhm.
with both children I've had. I never had one of those warmers, you know, because in the middle of the night, boy, you gotta clean up a diaper or whatever. Those cold ass wipes give you a woo zippity doo, wake you up real quick.
Right, yeah.
Oh, dude, you want to hear something? So I've been going to see an acupuncturist, right? And I went to see him on Monday or Tuesday, and it's been kind of cold here. And so anyway, for ass crack of the morning, I'm in this guy, I'm laying on the bed, he's got this heat lamp, my naked back is exposed because he's gonna poke
Wait,
needles
say it slower.
down on my lower back because my lower back is hurting. Fucker touched me with his cold ass hands, and I mean they were fucking cold ass hands. I was like, oh my god! I was jumping because I'm like super sensitive. Motherfucker had cold hands, and I was like, dude, your fingers are like ice. So he sticks them under the heat lamp for a couple of seconds, and then goes back to and I'm like jumping the whole time because, god dang. I told him, I said, how do you stand having your hands that cold? And he said, I don't notice it. I was like,
I'm
shit,
dead inside.
freaking sending me through the roof.
Okay, so I gotta score that one. So that was Cat. Nobody picked Cat.
And I got 4.
You got 4 points there. No one got it right in the chat either. Okay. Nice. Cat is in the lead so far. Bean with 2, and Elisa May with 3. Okay, story number 3. I gotta add some more to the list here. This panelist wrecked his rear-wheel drive Cougar in the snow by ramping off the hill of a ditch.
What's a cougar?
Yeah, there's a word in here that shouldn't be in
Well,
here.
y'all gave it away by saying his.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I didn't do that.
What's a cougar?
Well, a lady
Mercury
around that
Cougar.
age, I would say in late 30s, and as long as there is a good 10-year difference or so between you and your man friend, it makes you a cougar, I think. I believe. I don't know. I think that's how that works.
I could see Bean driving a Mercury Cougar.
I mean, this could be anybody's story.
But no, it can only be yours.
You're muted, Bean. No, maybe they meant to put in there instead of his. I don't know.
Got it for $700.
Rear-wheel drive, though, that's tough. Like, I don't know how to drive stick.
You're full of shit. You don't know how to drive a stick?
I had one time for about a week, and I
just because it's rear-wheel drive doesn't make it stick.
No, it doesn't. But
I'm not a car guy like you are, Bean. I don't know how that all works.
No, we all seen the hoopty. I missed the hoopty Bino started out in. With
Yeah.
his interior lid was flopping for a while before he pulled it down, and then it used to just snow brown shit on him while he was live.
Margaret said she meant there. So yeah, this could be anybody's. Obviously, I think it's Bean, but like he knew what a real drive car was. Like, I mean,
I'm gonna say Waylon because
what
he's
gear is that?
deflecting.
No, this was me. So
Waylon is
after I ramped it,
deflecting.
what I did was just before it, I said ramp it, and then I just sped up.
Do you
I mean,
know
it
how to
sounds
drive
like a
an
Bean
automatic?
story, but I'm gonna say Waylon.
What is ramping off of a hill? Is that like jumping off a hill? Like driving it like Evil Knievel?
Yeah. See, what happened was I had watched Tony Hawk skating, and you get points if you go up over those jumps. You know. Yeah, this
He was
sounds like somebody who's
I don't know. This sounds like something Bean would do.
sounds like
Yeah.
It
somebody
does, but I'm
that's
gonna say Waylon.
it sounds like somebody that's like less used to driving in snow, honestly. It really, yeah. Mikey thinks it's me. Okay. Anybody other guesses, guys? Get your guesses in. I can drive stick. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to drive that stick.
Yeah, Waylon's deflecting big time, Mikey.
I never deflect. Yeah, it was like Dukes of Hazzard, Mike. It was like it paused in midair. It was like slow motion. It was like, well, the boys this time went through and this time they got in more than Kim is
I don't know.
deflecting.
Bean's not asking any questions either, though. I mean, it says his, so I mean, of course, neither one of them are.
And that house robe says, don't ask me any questions either. It's like, what? It just
I'm just trying to listen because I don't know if
That
this
house,
is a mistake or just a Freudian slip.
that house robe in the Mercury Kruger is screaming fucking peanut butter falcon. He's a wrestler.
And
that's a great movie if y'all haven't watched it.
what year did they stop making the Cougar?
good night, Kayla.
They made the Cougar up until the 90s.
Like 95, maybe. 96.
Whoa. You went from what is a cougar to now knowing the years it was made?
Well, I didn't know if it was like
Holy.
if they were talking about a car or if there were other things named a Cougar. Like,
Well, yeah, there
Real
is, but I wouldn't call her rear wheel drive, if you know what I'm saying.
well, I don't know what the hell all of that
I mean,
means.
depends on what you do to me.
I used to go down to the this little bar called Martini's. It was a great place to pick up cougars.
You get rear wheel drive depending on what you do.
I mean, I definitely got down in the ditches a couple times too, for sure. Definitely found myself woke up down in the ditch here and there, you know. Shit.
I think I'm just gonna go with the way that it's written out and say Wayland.
I gotta go with Kim on this one because
What?
that's a pretty big jump.
Rear wheel drive, like
I would say Bean, but
I think usually when Kim actually she doesn't know something, it is her. But
what? I don't even like sports. All right,
Hey, she's pulled that card a few times. What?
Elisa, what do you think?
what is that? I'm just an innocent young girl.
Kat, who do you think?
I'm gonna say Waylon.
And Kim, who did you say? Did you say Smollett?
I don't know. It sounds like something that Bean would do.
Bean, that'd be a
Night
funny
Taylor.
story. Like one time in the snow, I was robbed for my Subway sandwich at 3 a.m. in Chicago. So what did you? So you didn't have a definitive yet, there, Kim? Anything?
So it says that rear-wheel drive in Cougars.
She's going deep on this, folks. Sandy Kim.
I mean, I was born in '79. My first car was in
The
1984.
classic
So
Cougars. So it had to be an older car.
I never picked up classic Cougars. I tried to go with, just
the younger
barely.
of the breed.
You try, there's a range, Yeah. Kristen says Bean. Alice says Bean. Mikey says me.
I'm gonna go with Bean
We've got
because Bean does crazy shit.
one for
Like,
me.
fucking ramping off a hill in the snow.
Kayla said Bean.
That does sound fun.
Okay, Margaret, whose story is this? Dun dun dun. Drum roll.
Waylon, fucker.
It's my story. Yeah, I almost. Oof. Man, that was a tough one, Margaret. That was a tough one.
What the hell are
Definitely.
you doing ramping your car off the hill?
It said wrecked. Read the rest of it. Wrecked his rear-wheel drive Cougar in the snow by ramping.
He didn't mean to do it.
Ramping it off the hill, dude.
It was an unintentional hitting of the ditch, and the ditch in the ditch in the country, you have the ditch stops every so often in order to have a bridge across the ditch or driveway for farm equipment. And so they'll have this like hill in the ditch, and then it'll be a flat like driveway, and then the ditch will continue. And that's what I hit. And yeah, it was crazy. It was on the way to work.
That sounds like you were like doing Dukes of Hazzard or something.
It was either on the way to work or to school. I can't remember what, but I do remember I remember it happening. And like rear-wheel drive cars in the snow are no freaking joke. Like you definitely, if you think you want to have a nice hot rod, a nice whatever American muscle car, and then you like get that rear-wheel drive, Camaro or whatever it is, and you just, the snow and even just a little bit of frost on the ground can be enough to spin out. But this was a lot of snow, actually. There was a good foot of snow on the ground.
What year was your Cougar?
It was a, what was that? 89, I think? Or was it a 90 something? I had a Dodge Daytona too. I think it was 94. But yeah, the Cougar was it was late 80s, early 90s, if I remember right. It was a V8 though, rear-wheel drive. That thing was a death trap, pretty much.
Well, they were
See, that's like
cars.
my first car was only 5 years older than me, so like the year of it couldn't affect what the answer was,
Okay, I'm going to.
I'll take that point though.
I'm gonna get this next one loaded and then get the points out, and then we'll do the quick spin. So let's see some emojis. Who's in the house? Let's see, hashtag PITB or something. Let's go. All right. No numbers to add. It looks like 14 is the biggest one over here. So Kat, you got a point for that one. Oh, no, you got 2 points because you got that one right. So you're at 6 points total, and I get 2 points. Oh, no, Lisa, did you guess me?
No.
I get 3 points. Wait, Bean, did you guess me?
Yeah.
Oh, then I get 2 points. Bean gets 2 points also. Okay, cool. Now people in the chat, I know several people that guessed me. Andrew and let me look here. Yeah, I can drive stick though. I was just I'm probably pretty rusty at it, but
It's like riding a bike.
I mean, I ride a motorcycle. Y'all know I can drive a stick.
let's see.
Not me.
I got in a wreck one
I don't know how
time.
to drive a motorcycle.
Linda
Do what, me?
guessed right. What? Oh,
I said I
okay.
don't know how to drive a motorcycle. I've never driven one.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah, me neither.
Fun as fuck.
I'm not a fan of motorcycles, honestly.
Yeah, me either. I
Let's
don't
see.
like
Who
I
else?
just never have.
Wasn't there? There was a couple more answers I thought on the Facebook site. It's Waylon. Okay, Andrew did. Anybody else? That was it, Andrew. Okay. And then on the Rumble side, I know Mikey said me.
Did you get Linda?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Big Mike. Okay. Let's do this spin real fast. We got, so far this week, we had Alice, Chris, and Perry Wood all win. So, Chris was number 8. $14 numbers. Okay.
Come on, number 2.
Who does number 2 work for? That's it, buddy. You show her that turd who's boss while I take a smoke. Hey, we got 7 minutes till 4:20. Doing okay, Bean? You playing like solitaire or what over there? Sudoku?
Playing
Or-
poker.
No, just letting you do your
Playing
thing.
poker.
I got a story that I didn't put in though.
Let's hear it while we're doing
There
this.
was this pond near my house at the local park, and it was the middle of winter. It was frozen over, and we were playing basketball. The basketball went out into the middle of the pond, so I went out there like slow as shit. Walked out there to grab it. Right when I bent over to pick up the ball, you start hearing. So like, I just froze up and fell straight through the ice, and like I'm panicking, like throwing my arms around, like trying to grab for the edge. Like they're yelling, but like I can't hear them. I'm panicking, and eventually, like the voices start coming through, and they're yelling, "Stand up, stand up!" Dude, I put my feet on the ground. It was up to my waist.
Oh, wow.
I thought I was dead though. Like I thought it was over.
Dude, that's funny. That's how old were you?
Probably 13, 14, something like that.
I told a story one time. Oh, Margaret Chet won this one. Margaret, congrats.
Andre.
One
number off.
I remember telling a story on the show one time about skinny dipping in a lake in January with a bunch of other kids. We were like 2 o'clock in the morning, like in the middle of the night, and we were at a little bit of a party, you know. It was like in my teens. And some kind of like somebody dared somebody or something, and it became a thing. Like, okay, who's doing it? And it ended up just being me and 2 women or 2 girls, and a bunch of boys just stood outside, stood on the dock watching. I was like, I'll go. And so I jumped off this dock, and I think I told this before, but I jumped off the dock and dove. At that time, I was getting good at like diving in pools and stuff, and I was, oh, Mr. Dive here, let's dive. Well, I didn't just jump in. I dove, and it took me away from the dock, you know, like I dove and swam. And kind of like you, Bean, I was swimming up to get to the top, and I had my eyes closed, and I was so numb from the cold water that I didn't know that I was already at the top. Just still swimming, trying to get out, man. Like, oh no, you're there. You look over, and then the dock was like so far away. I was like, oh shit. So I had to swim back over there, you know. Yeah, that's a fun story. But yeah, it was ice. It was like,
That's dumb as shit.
hey, people jump and do the cold plunges and stuff. Like I keep thinking about it. Like I don't know if I could. I was watching this short video, a reel on Facebook of I forget what the guy's name is, somebody ice or something, and they're all playing drums outside, wearing almost nothing and in the ice, and then there's a bunch of people sitting in the ice and they're all just chilling and stuff. I'm like,
Dumb as shit.
I don't know. There's actually a
I've
lot
got
of
a
health
case of
benefits.
ball.
There's a bunch of
The,
health
the,
benefits to it. Go ahead, Kat.
the first cliff that we jumped off in Colorado, it was like a 30-foot cliff. I didn't feel of the water before we jumped into it. And when you jump far, you go deep, and that water was real fucking cold. And like about halfway up, I had to tell myself kick, 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 because like it was so cold. I was in a panic. Like I couldn't even think about how to swim. Like it was so fucking cold.
Brain starts to shut down.
A lot of your
Margaret?
stories seem to be, I didn't think before I acted.
that's how snow is, basically, for sure. Margaret,
I
that's
have fun.
65. That's gonna make you put you at 65.
I have fun.
All right, let's go. Story number 4. We got time for a few more. One spring day, this panelist and a few accomplices stole. I need to. It's behind the chat now. Stole a snowmaking machine from the Sky Resort and created a winter wonderland at their local park.
That's ski.
What did I say? Sky? Oh, ski resort. Yeah. The Sky Resort.
I can't read that.
Yeah, well, you wrote it, so you don't need to read it.
This is my story.
Oh, okay. Ski resort. I'm thinking directly going straight to Kim on this one. I don't know if not my final answer yet. Kim's the only one of us that I know for sure has ski resorts nearby.
You were talking about a ski resort earlier too, weren't you?
Me?
No, Kim.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I can't answer their questions right now.
Alyssa, you said you're in Illinois? Is that where you said you were?
We ain't got shit.
Whole life.
I mean, you could. Well, no, the local park and stuff. This had to be somebody where they lived.
I'm gonna say that's Bean.
Oh, Kim's fast on this one.
It's either Bean or Cat.
Are there?
I'm kind of leaning towards Kim.
Bean, are there ski resorts in PA?
Yeah.
All
The one I
over
used to work
the
at in Pennsylvania.
You look up and right there they are.
Beam me up to the Sky Resort. Big Mikey says Elisa. Okay, who else in the chat here?
Yeah, Wolf Creek is in PA. There's a bunch of them in PA.
Doesn't sound like something Elisa would do.
I don't think so. I could see Bean because it does say stole. So
I built a reputation for myself.
too many stories.
This is the community thief, yeah.
What has your show done to me?
Right, you're like, wow. After so long, AI is going to be able to put together a bunch of like crimes that were previously.
They're gonna pin it all on Beam.
Triangulate my whole fucking.
Be able to map out the entire thing. Like I saw a comedian say, like always sign a guest book anywhere you go. Where's the feedback coming from?
Have an alias.
Always sign the guest book anywhere you go. You never know when you need an alibi. He said. And I signed
Oh,
the
yeah,
guest
I know
book
about
recently. I recently signed a guest book, and I told the person that I was like, "Yeah, you always sign the guest book. You never know."
I'm gonna go with Kat on this one because she's lived around ski resorts. Because they have
You're going
those
with
in
Kat?
Colorado.
That's true. Kat,
Yeah.
have you ever been skiing?
Yeah, I used
I
to
don't
work
mean
at a
the
ski
derogatory term. I'm talking about the snow. Okay.
Yeah, she was
resort.
talking
Yeah,
earlier about
yeah.
her hands
I'm a
out.
big skier, yeah. Big
Oh,
skier.
Bean, have
skiing.
you ever been skiing?
2 dudes, right, Bean? No.
I went snowboarding once.
Yeah, well, I mean, but that's not going to stop you from stealing some shit from the ski resort, though. You don't have to go ski
She's
to
not
steal some
wrong.
shit
She's
from the
not
ski
wrong.
resort.
Have you ever been to a ski resort, Bean?
Yeah, that's why I went snowboarding. It was at it wasn't a resort. It was like a
I guess they're ski resorts. That's what
snowboard
they are.
park. I guess that's what they would call it. They had ski lifts, but it wasn't like a hotel or nothing there.
No, it doesn't have to be a
Oh,
hotel.
you're right. This could be Kat. This could be Kat. She was talking about ski resorts, but that doesn't mean that like usually you're not going to talk about something that was in one of your stories. You okay, Bean? I saw you about get lit on fire. Fire in the hole, almost having almost 2.0 of the video that you have fucking intro. Like, I want to do a dab for that after
I
that.
need Bean to throw us fireballs on a regular basis.
Bean, did I ever tell you about this?
What is it?
It's a fire extinguisher. It's about $900. It's a $900 fire extinguisher.
Why is it $900?
Why'd you pay $900 for a fire extinguisher?
I didn't say I paid $900, but it's a $900 fire extinguisher.
Why?
It's a long
Some of them
story.
are super expensive.
It's a long story, but speaking of the fireball, I could do this. I can do a trick with this. I just have to get container like I used to have, and basically you put some gas in a little Pyrex and light it on fire with a match, and you use a secondary cup, a little glass cup, and I can spray some of this liquid gas into the cup, and it immediately starts to expand, and then I can pour it into the fire because this gas goes straight to where heat is, and then it basically expands at like a really fast rate, where more or less pushes oxygen out of the area. Like all oxygen just gets pushed everywhere out of the area. That's my fastest way to explain it. But I did a little. I worked for this company for a couple months. It was all 100% commission, and it didn't really work out for me because it was during COVID, and it was a door-to-door sales to farmers. So it didn't work out well, but they do give you a free one, and I do want to talk to those people at some point again. I know it's off topic a little bit, but yeah, it's a pretty good. It's a pretty good. It's a very good product, but the issue is there's a lot of red tape tied up in like the requirements from OSHA of like what kind of fire extinguisher and all this and that, and that's a longer story. But AKE was the name of the company. Where's my? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I definitely thought I was gonna burn my house down that day, though.
Yeah.
And as the fireball lit up in my lap, I the only thing I could think was, "Fuck! I just burned my house down."
Seriously? You just thought you didn't think you were dead? I'm dead.
Well, I mean, I'm in a panic. Like you could see in the video, like I'm trying to put it out, but the only thing I could think is, because this isn't this is my girl's parents' house. They own this. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck, what did I just do?
Okay, this could be
But
Kat.
seriously, how many of y'all do have fire extinguishers in your house? Because I am an avid fire
Yeah, I got one in
extinguisher.
the bathroom and one in the
Yeah,
kitchen.
but that's a problem though. A lot of those extinguishers, they have this like foam stuff in there,
Detect it, yeah.
and it ends up solidifying in there. Even the ones that you can shake over time. This stuff never ever. That's why it's $900. It's got a trigger handle so that in a pinch, like you're able to like actually aim things right instead of having to try and two hands with the hose and stuff like that.
All right, they fired you. Why are you still paying? Why are you
selling it? Why am I still selling it? Because of safety, and like they literally took a regular extinguisher that you might have in your house, and they made it better in every possible way that it does what it does. Anyway,
I guess it does say a lot about the extinguisher since they fired his ass, and he's still.
They didn't fire me. It was a commission job. I said I was done.
I'm just busting balls.
No, I was done. No, like I would have probably stayed doing it, but It was so
But if
weird.
you order one, put in code Wayland.
No, I do want to have them on the show. I actually would like to get. I do want to reach out and see if I can get them on as a guest to talk about it, just because it is something I thought was really important. The thing is, I'll just keep going about it because I know it's funny, but this thing is, it literally is food grade. So like, it doesn't put a spray on your stuff. It's a gas that literally just expands and then goes away. Um,
Bunch of
Kind of like
Iranian
a fart.
what's that?
Kind of like a fart.
A little bit, but not a fart that I don't recommend farting into a fire versus
It's
spraying.
a fart that's gonna save your shit. Yeah.
And a fire isn't good.
The fart is not going to put out the fire. I don't think it's like a fart. But no, but listen though, Bush's baked beans people, they bought those and have them in their factory, and if they have a fire, they can spray that on the beans and everything is still fine to eat. But if you spray something
It
like,
tastes great.
huh?
I bet it would
It tastes great. Well, okay. You think maybe there's something there, but it's a big difference between
Hey,
spraying, like the foam all over, like that ruins everything you're spraying it. Like no matter what, like that's all destroyed. There's a bunch of different reasons why I really liked that product, but dude, I got doxxed when I did that. I got doxxed, so this was right around COVID, so nobody wanted to talk to any door-to-door salespeople, at least in Illinois. And one time I got this local city, Hannah City, the Hannah City Happenings, a city I'm not even involved with, but they have a Facebook page, and somebody posted pictures of me, and they were like, "Do you know this man? He was at my house and knocked on my
he's over here spreading COVID.
I'm over
He
here
has
just
this
trying to talk.
canister in his hand.
Yeah, I'm trying
It looks like bear mace.
I'm trying to talk to you about safety over here. So I
He's
responded
got
on this.
COVID in his hand.
Somebody sent me this screenshot of it, and so I joined the group so that I could reply on this post and was like, "Hey, whatever his name was, Steve. I'm out here talking about these fire extinguishers. I'd love to set up an appointment with you and everything else."
We can Zoom.
No, he didn't like that. Yeah. So anyway, back to the show. That was
At the price point of $900 for an average person to buy it, I think that's
it's refillable. No, it's
For that
refillable.
reason,
The refill is
I'm not-
different. The refill is cheaper, but listen though, if you looked into all the problems with fire extinguishers, you would be like horrified that people go around thinking that their building is safe with some of this stuff. Like half the time it doesn't. They misfire so often, and they don't have to. There's no reason for them to be improved upon. If that makes sense. There's no OSHA's not telling them to make it better and cheaper or better, more actually more effective or anything like that. Anyway, we're getting off on a tangent, but that is something I'm a bit passionate about because when I learned about a lot of it, it really does make a lot of sense. I mean, a lot of fires are the death in the fire is because of faulty equipment or not enough around. But this thing is interesting because it can be put through a fire and it lasts way longer. All sorts of many years longer. It's like pressurized gas in there. Keep laughing, but that's not even the most expensive one.
If anybody's ever had their house burned down, they'll understand.
Right. It's so that back to Bush's baked beans. They actually had to buy both because OSHA would not let them just use these because they have a proprietary makeup of their chemical, and so they don't want to let it go. And for some weird reason, that's the story I got. They don't want to let that go, and so they have to buy both. They have to buy the cheap ones that don't work for OSHA to be a code, but then they buy these secondarily in order to use them for actual events. Anyway, long story short, let's get back to the story. So, I'm gonna have to Kim or Cat.
Yeah, I think it's Cat.
This definitely could be Kim. She's being real quiet. She's back there eating popcorn like I got this in the bag. That's what she's thinking. Cat got kind of quieter on this one, but she also seems more relaxed. Maybe that drink just set in. You think Kat?
Smoked
You
a
said
bunch of
Kat?
weed.
What did you say, Kat?
I'm gonna say Alyssa.
Who's Alyssa?
Elisa.
Oh, Elisa, got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Elisa on this one.
Elisa, who did you say?
I'm gonna say Bean. He's the only one that's a klepto I know about, so I would.
And Kim, you said?
I said it's either Bean or Cat. I'm gonna go with Cat.
I'm gonna be pissed if I don't if I go with Kat and it's actually Kim because that's who I started thinking.
You never know.
You never know.
Never know.
It's a tough choice. I'm not doing so hot on this game. I'm gonna go with Kim because no one went with Kim, so no clean sweeps on this one. All right, everybody. I hope you got your answers in. Big Mikey said Elisa. Andrew said Bean. Hey, Derek, what's up? I'm about to do a little dab. Who else in here? Linda, great night. Hey, have a good night, Linda. It's Bean, Don said. Kat, Diane
I'm gonna
says,
go grab my dabs.
well, it must not be Kat. She's like, I don't need to be here to explain. It's Bean. Linda said Bean. Linda, did you leave? Kat was talking to you. So you said Kat, Alice? Go ahead, Margaret, whenever you're ready. Alice says Kat. Big Mike says Elisa. The story belongs to Bean. Why is it always got to be about stolen Bean?
If we'd have just went with our instincts on it.
I thought you were
I
trying
did build a reputation for myself, huh?
I thought you were trying to clean up your act. I thought that for sure wouldn't be you. Damn.
I was like
Wow.
13 years old. I was hanging with a bunch of older kids. They had a pickup truck. Those things are huge too. Like they had to put it in the back of this pickup truck, and it was spring, so the mountains closed. So nobody even knew it was gone for like a couple weeks until they realized it was snowing in the middle of the city.
A couple of weeks?
Yeah, we didn't do it right away because we didn't want them to know that it was gone, and we didn't hear anybody bitching about it, so we made it snow.
Where was this at?
Pennsylvania, Reading.
Mm.
Yeah, there was I think it was called Brown Bear or Black Bear, the mountain right. It was like probably 15 miles from my house.
Okay, Linda also said Bean.
I didn't know they had sports in Pennsylvania.
So yeah, I lived like you ever hear the Poconos?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
sounds like a joke.
That was like 2 hours north of me.
I thought the Poconos were in New York.
It's on the Pennsylvania. No, it's in Pennsylvania, right on the line there.
Oh.
I used to work at Wolf Creek Ski Resort in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be Kat because she mentioned ski resorts, and usually you're not going to talk about your story.
I mean Whitetail, not Wolf Creek, Whitetail.
So wait, so if it was Bean, who picked Bean on screen here? Elisa? Just Elisa? Wow. And so that means Bean got 3 points. Right now, Bean's in the lead with
Diane said
7
Bean.
points. Diane did too. Okay.
What's in that
Kim.
decanter back there, Bean?
That
Oh, Cavassier.
90 proof brown sugar bourbon with
Yum.
cannabis that I soaked in it for about 8 months.
One bourbon. A one
One
scotch.
scotch and one beer.
A one joint.
What?
Was it? Did you? What do you call it? Did you
It's a
cook?
There you go.
Did you cook the cannabis before you put it in there?
Yeah, I decarbed it.
Yeah, I couldn't think of what the fuck you called that.
Yeah,
Cannabis.
and then I burped it every day or two. Gave it a little shake. Kept it in a dark
He said
cabinet
it's
for some time.
terrible.
It's just too strong for me. I don't really like. I like to sip my bourbon. I don't want a strong. I definitely picked the wrong booze for it, but it'll be nice. It's nice to mix with some Coke or something.
It wasn't as
I
long as it
can't
wasn't.
drink bourbon straight, man. I'll pick it back up every single time. My stomach can't handle it. Like
Yeah,
I
I'm not
can
into that.
shoot tequila. I can shoot vodka. I don't know what else I can shoot. I can shoot rum, but fucking bourbon, ugh, it's like
Yes, it is,
Well,
Mike.
I don't take shots of it. I just like to sip a nice 40%.
it doesn't
Like
matter.
over ice. Yeah.
Whatever. Like it hits my stomach, and my stomach says,
Yeah.
Mike, I think you were talking about the fire extinguishers. They are good for tractors. That was the whole thing that I was out there talking to farmers about, is like putting it on their equipment and stuff, because legally they don't have to have, there's no like code for their equipment to be fireproof. So they could use that as their main. And they actually had these auto systems you could, they would sell and install for the big equipment, to where it would automatically release under the hood when there was so much of a temperature rise, where you didn't have to use it by hand at all. So they had some different systems. Anyway,
tractors catch on fire. I didn't know that.
oh, big time.
Really?
Farmers die from it even.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Catch the whole field on fire.
that too.
Catch
They
the
can-
whole field on fire.
They can burn a big portion of their field. They can lose $1 million equipment.
What? How do they catch on fire?
A lot of dry, when they're harvesting especially, there's a lot of dry material, and it get caught, and they get in the engine and stuff like that, and there's a lot of heat, and there's a lot of combustion happening with the there's probably lots of ways, but
That's crazy.
yeah.
Or even just the field starting on fire. I mean, hay. I learned this from Mike. Hay gets hot when it dries. Like after they cut it, it gets real hot, and it could just combust.
Yeah.
The fields will sometimes start on fire just out of nowhere like that.
It's from the
That's
hot sun.
That's why they run that thing over it to spread it out and all that.
What is it that they're cutting?
Hay.
Hay and yeah,
Okay. Huh. I didn't
very
know that.
thin, very small, and dry. All right,
Yeah,
guys.
recently.
Story number 5. Here we go. This panelist and a friend went ice skating in their shoes. Well, this wasn't me, because I prefaced this earlier by saying I never went ice skating. So that way you all knew it wasn't me.
Yeah, but that could be ice skating in your shoes could be out on the sidewalk.
Just sliding on the ice, baby. Yeah, I did that anywhere I could. Hell, I do that on my floor with some socks. Tom Cruise style.
Tidy whities and all.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Ice skating. I mean, do we think this was on the sidewalk, or maybe actually on some actual ice?
I'd imagine it's probably at an ice skating rink. If they went ice.
Was it a little body of water that wasn't fully frozen yet after they got really wet, sliding into it with a sled?
It's just an extension of the first story.
Yeah. It's like we make this 2 of them. There we go.
Would they let you get on an ice rink with your shoes on?
Not an official one. Sounds like
It depends on if anybody's there or not.
Oh, so were there people there, Kat, or no? Did they?
I don't know. Like, I know where a bunch of little public, like, ice rinks are.
Yeah, like they got outdoor ice skating rinks and stuff like that. Like that
Yeah.
people would go to. Or even like
Oh,
when a
like-
pond freeze is over in like a cold place, they usually a bunch of people go out and ice skate on it.
Yeah, there's a lake west of Denver that people go out and drive on. They do a race on this lake.
Yeah, they do that in the Great Lakes too. My sister, her husband's from Ohio, and they have Lake Erie there, and she told me how they used to drive their cars on the lake in the winter.
Insane. Very damn sure.
That's scary. I don't know. I wouldn't do something like that.
I'm not putting my expensive ass truck out on some ice. No.
You gotta trust the ice, just like Coach Bombay. Quack, 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 Mr. Ducksworth. Right away, Mr. Ducksworth.
Elisa's just being so quiet. She's not saying anything, so it's hard to.
It's par for the course, though. It's hard to.
It is.
If she
It's
started-
hard to gather on her.
If she started talking all of a sudden, it would be like, "Oh, it's her. Go ahead. I see you." She started to say something. Go ahead.
Could be me. Could be
Okay.
any of it.
Could be me, she said. Okay. This could be Elisa. This could be Kim, even.
Mm-hmm.
Kim hasn't had. I mean, I gotta figure out what stories Kim has put in here because so far none have come from Kim. I had one. Beans had at least a couple. Elisa and Kat. All of us except Kim.
No, I only have one.
This would be the only type of ice skating I've done.
I don't see Kim doing this where she lives now, but this seems like a wild night. This is like a wild night for Kim, but when she was younger, this is like this is like, oh man, I'm getting crazy now. Watch out! Watch out! They tow
I'm gonna
fishing
say
houses,
Kim.
yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about ice fishing, Mikey. I don't think I'd ever do ice fishing. You're saying
I'm gonna
Kim?
say Kim. Yeah.
Is there any reason? I mean, you didn't even ask her anything.
No.
Is this a deflection, Kat, or
No, no, it's not a
you're playing
deflection.
the
I'm
odds?
just,
You're playing the numbers.
I'm
Don't do it.
clueless here. Yeah, I mean it's totally optional for anybody. So like I'm just randomly picking.
It just sounds a little bit milk toast, like something Kim would do.
Could be. I mean, yeah. And you said she hadn't had one up yet, so I mean.
Yeah, but you can't play that. You can't play those
I'm
odds.
not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm just randomly grabbing. I'm grasping for straws here.
Kim, what kind of shoes did you wear as a kid? Some Vans?
Vans, they didn't have that kind of shit when I was a kid.
And Converse.
Like Kim, I feel like Kim was when you were young. You had to wear like, very girly shoes. I don't see those being like good shoes to be sliding around on the ice.
Yeah, they had those, what are they, patent leather, those shiny shoes.
Did you have snow boots
Why would I have snow boots? I live in the desert.
when you were a kid living in Illinois?
I didn't live in Illinois.
You're from Illinois.
No, I'm not. I'm from New Mexico, baby.
You were born in New Mexico?
Raised in New Mexico. My mom's,
Nah, that's not. I'm asking where you were born.
I was born and raised in New Mexico.
I'm pretty sure you told me you were from Illinois.
I'm pretty sure I told you my mom's from Illinois.
Well, yeah, okay. You never went to Illinois.
No,
And
we
went ice
visited
skating.
Illinois.
Okay, that's good to
But-
be you.
No. Well, yeah, it could be, but I don't
Well,
have any snow stories from Illinois.
well, you have snow stories though, and this could be up where like the ski resorts and stuff. They've been sliding around the ice. Did
Let
you
me
ever go to a
just,
ski resort?
let me
There
just.
could have been ice in New Mexico.
Yeah, they do have ski resorts in New Mexico. They have one 3 hours from me.
There could be ice there.
I'm just going to tell you right up straight. I am not a fan of the cold, wet stuff at all.
But you put in 2 stories at least, right?
I put in 4 stories.
Oh my gosh. I don't see this being Bean. Bean wouldn't waste his time on something simple like that.
It seems too boring for him.
Yeah. Who are you going with, Mikey? Alice says Kim.
I could see
Big
being
Mikey
getting
says
drunk
Kim.
and doing it.
Getting drunk and sliding around on the ice.
Or high or something, yeah. And
Shit, I'll do that sober.
Stupid. Have you seen?
I hate the cold. I really do.
I know, me too. I can't stand it. I don't mind cold. I don't like wet cold.
Who do you think it was, Bean?
I think it was Cat.
Why?
I don't know. Just because it's short and sweet. I don't know.
I did learn that with my ski gear that I'm okay riding my motorcycle in 34-degree weather.
I'm going with Kim on this one. 34-degree weather. It's not freezing.
I'm gonna go with Cat.
No, but it's cold on the motorcycle though.
Yeah,
Say Cat, Elisa?
Yeah.
Cat, how do you think?
I said Kim.
Oh, my bad. Bean?
Cat.
Okay, I think that's everybody. I don't know if there's any guesses on the Facebook. Diane says Elisa. Andrew says me. Don says me. And go ahead, Margaret. Whose story this belonged to? Slashers start fires, hit rocks with steel. Whoosh. Whoa. Hey, Derek, if you're in the house, I wonder if there's any snow in Australia.
Not in Australia, but in New Zealand.
There's snow at the equator. Did you guys know that like high mountainous areas in the equator can still have snow? It's pretty crazy.
It's in Australia, doesn't it? During our summer.
We got some points.
The winter.
We got some points.
Belongs to Kim. Nice. Yes. Kim finally got one. And so Kim got 2 points. I got 2 points, and Kat got 2 points. Kat's got 8 points total. Is now in the lead. And did anybody say Kim in the chat? We had 2 Kims on the Rumble. Alice and Mikey both said Kim. And I don't think there were any on the Facebook side. What did you say, Diane? Diane said Elisa. Okay. So Alice and Mike. Nice. Cool. So Kim, tell us about it. Was this like a crazy night out on the town, or?
No, I think I was like 10 or 11 years old, and it was in 1978, I think. It was the winter of 1978, and it snowed. We had a big snow. We don't usually get big snows here, but we had a big snow, and we had probably about a foot of snow, or maybe a little more than a foot of snow on the ground, and it froze over this big road, and so like a main road. And so it was early in the morning, and me and my friend put plastic bags over our feet. I think it was we used bread bags, and put them over our feet and went skating on that road.
What kind of shoes did you have?
I don't even remember, to be honest with you.
I just imagine like young girls' shoes weren't exactly like they are today.
Yeah,
You know,
they weren't like tennis shoes, because you didn't really
Right.
wear tennis shoes back then, but they weren't. They weren't.
That's me. You don't have to answer it. I do want to point out this real quick.
I don't know what kind of shoes I had on, but they weren't. I don't know. They weren't. They weren't athletic shoes, because you didn't really wear athletic shoes. You had gym shoes,
Right.
but
I
you
just
didn't
don't see
wear
them
those
as
outside
shoes
of
I
the
would want to
gym.
go sliding around in, like, you know.
Yeah.
Before we move to the next one, while we still have a few minutes, I wanted to point this out. I did make a post that just kind of told people the topic and asked people a few questions, like, you remember what you did on snow days? Remember the craziest thing you did in the snow? And I actually got some answers. I didn't reply to a lot of them. Or actually, I don't think I replied to maybe a couple of them, yeah. So Mr. Glenn Wells, shouts out Glenn, he says, hanging onto the car bumpers and going for a slide. That's funny. Brenda says, I grew up in Vegas. We only saw snow on TV and when we drove to play in it. Well, so you drove to play in it. You saw snow then. So she's like, it's like, I only saw snow when I touched it. It's like, okay. All right. Then Joe Orzel says, go to school. It wasn't ever canceled. He said, never had snow days. Maybe in the storm of 78 that happened around Christmas, New Year's. So it was, I'm not positive, he said. Rose Booza says, I had to take my dad lunch at work on horseback because the snow was halfway up the horse.
House.
Blizzard of 60, or the house, blizzard of 66. Then we have Rose Thorne says, oh, not floods? I know floods. She has a flood happening right now.
Yeah,
right
they're getting
outside her house, yeah, on the West
they're getting
Coast.
it over there in the West Coast bad.
Well, and I even brought it up to her. I said, like, a lot of snow melting somewhere further up in the mountains or whatever can cause big floods like this. So it definitely has a connection there. But
Well, they have a big system, a big wet system that's been sitting over them, a slow moving. I can't remember what they call it, but
well, she literally just posted a video 10 hours ago of the flood.
yeah,
I don't know what it looks like now. It's gotten worse, but okay, let's do one more. I think we'll be good. Story number 6. This panelist has a photo of themselves, crying over their melted snowman. So yes, I mean when Frosty melted, I was very upset. I was highly.
That's the year I decided to move to Florida. My best friend melted, and I was done.
Yep, Mom. That's when my mom said you can't bring him inside, and I thought, God, why not?
And then you did, and he melted in your bed, right?
Right. And my mom was like,
the story he's gonna go with.
and then my mom was like, what's this hole right here? And I said, it's a she, not a he. Mom, I told you to leave me alone with my friends. You have to take that out of there, son. It's gonna melt.
So why is your bed wet? Because the snowman melted.
The snowman.
Snowman melted. It's July.
I tried to make a snowman out of ice from the fridge.
Are we gonna get to see this picture?
Right?
One day, snowman's got underwear on.
I know
like
people
a
that
hat.
have frozen, have kept made snowballs and kept them in their freezer.
Yeah, that's dangerous, man. That's dangerous.
Why is that?
Yeah, that's cheating.
Because you're just throwing a ball of ice at someone. Like you could literally kill someone with that.
Yeah, it turns solid. It just turns into.
Good night, Mike.
Yeah, we actually made rules in our neighborhood. You weren't allowed to throw ice balls because so many kids would take them home and freeze them, and
And then go roll them in the snow again so they look like fresh snowballs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez, cat. You just roll a rock in some snow first, and then
Kids
you're
would
like,
do
oh,
that too.
yeah,
hmm
ouch.
Fucking brats are ruthless.
That, I don't know
Alyssa's all
why.
sweet, I think. Alyssa's all sweet, and I think she would be the one to cry over a snowman.
Yeah, poor snowman.
I don't know though. Kim, it seems like this could be Kim because, like, Kim probably like only made a snowman one time, ever. Like Elisa's probably made dozens, and it's like,
And this was like 2 weeks ago. This happened. This happened.
I could
She was
see
a
that.
full-grown adult.
Yeah, she went on vacation up to the mountain to make a snowman and to make a snow angel.
That is not what Kim's gonna do. Did you not hear me when I said I do not like cold, wet stuff?
I mean, it's pretty dry until it you warm up.
I remember when I was, I don't know how old I was. I was probably about 4 or 5, and I had the mumps, and so I was homesick, and it snowed. And my mom was like, woke me up and said it snowed. You want to go out and play in the snow? And I was like, no, I don't really want to go out and play in the snow. But she bundled me up and put me outside. And I went out there and I was like, I don't like this cold, wet stuff. And I came back in. I've never cared for the snow.
I recently I realized that we've been missing out on this hill that's nearby. That I thought, I do not want my son's childhood to go by without us doing some of those things that I would have done by myself as a kid or with some neighborhood friends, but he, may not do that. So I thought, man, I want to go and get some like real gear, some like overalls, head to toe, and actually take him sledding because there's a decent hill nearby that will just be awesome. And I drove by it and I saw some kids sledding. I was like, oh, it's right there too. It's not even that far. But I was like, man, there's some gear nowadays that would be awesome to get, like heated coats and stuff like that, the heated gloves and everything. Although I do have a bunch of those little packets, the heat packets for your hands. Anyway, cheers, guys, doing a little dab. Let's see though, the photo. This is definitely a girl. I think Bean hit the nail. Or no, it was a cat that said. I think it's probably a girl story for sure. Could have been Bean though.
Nope, I
Totally
think
could've
you
been me.
were crying over your snowman.
Yeah,
What?
Waylon could have totally cried over a snowman.
I think you were the one crying over your snowman.
I mean, I did share a womb with a female fetus, so like I am in touch with my femininity.
Yeah. I can see you crying about it.
It was my snow girlfriend. No. I liked her snow cones.
Definitely with you.
Actually, to be honest, I barely ever even tried to make a snowman. It was never. You got to have the right kind of snow, the sticky kind of snow, and it just wasn't always the way you wanted it to when you had time to do that. And then you'd have snow. It would snow, then it would melt a little bit. So the top would be like a little bit of an ice, little thin ice, and then snow again. And then you wouldn't have enough snow that was the right kind. It would be like too hard underneath, and then
Too crunchy. Yeah.
you didn't have a carrot when you needed one. Who's got 2 eyes of coal? Like I didn't have coal. Who had coal? We had rocks.
Well, we had charcoal, but we didn't ever have any carrots.
Yeah, you just grab what you can find, like some rocks and some sticks and shit.
Stick, yeah, stick nose. Yep, you ain't crying over that bitch. You ain't crying over that.
Some
crying
may
over
be.
Some neighborhood kid had a cigarette and put it in his mouth.
Don't you require the snow to make a snowman?
Ah, there it is, folks. I'm going with Kim on this one. You need just enough to make it the size you want to make it. So, however much you got. You can make a small one.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Okay, well, I that's my final answer. Does anybody have any guesses in the chat? What's up, JC? Diane says Elisa. Elisa. Andrew says Elisa.
Yeah.
But see,
I
I don't
thought
know.
him from the start, but I kind of want to say Waylon.
It's because it has crying. Look, just because I have dry eye doesn't mean
That's exactly why.
you get attached to stolen stuff, stealing, and I get attached to all the crying stories.
I just feel like you might have put a crying thing in there to throw everybody off.
Well, I see what happened is after Frosty melted, the magic was gone.
Well, but see, there's a
Then-
picture, so
He turned
Well,
into a
right.
Karen.
This was right before the picture was taken. Snoop Dogg came around the corner and he said, "Don't cry, dry your eye, because here comes your mother with those two little guys." And I was like, "All right, Snoop, you're right. You're right." Then we lived happily ever after. My mom and the two guys and Snoop, they all went off.
I say Waylon.
Yeah, his sister probably came around the corner and took a picture of him.
Don't do it. My pants were down to my ankles. I was
What are your
outside.
bats doing around your ankles?
I was knee deep in the snow woman.
Oh, you're nasty.
I was holding her snow cones, and I was like, "No, don't watch me. It's not that cold." Okay, so did everyone? What did you say, Kat?
I said Elisa.
And Elisa said,
You.
and then Kim, you said, I forget.
I think it's Elisa.
Okay. A lot of guesses for Elisa in the chat. Are we correct on this? We got Andrew says Elisa, Diane. Let's see. Cheers, Don. Okay, everyone toke. Don says, okay, I'm working on it. Yeah, Diane says Elisa. Okay, who's the author of the story, Margaret? Sorry, I think I didn't have that muted. Was it Bean? Did it belong to Bean?
Don said Waylon.
Belongs to
Margaret
Kim,
was Kim.
yes!
Okay.
Woo! Yes! Woo! Hee! Okay, I'm done. All right. Kim, you got 3 points for that one. Nice. Did anyone say Kim in the chat? I don't think so.
I gotta go though. I told my boss I'd show up at 10:30.
Alice did. Okay. Thanks. Thank you, Elisa. Have a good night.
Elisa.
Later.
Alice said Kim. I think that was it.
Now, right away I thought Kim, but then after what seemed
No,
like
Alice said
reflection,
Elisa
I
on
thought
that
it was
one.
Waylon.
That Alice's Kim was for the one before that.
Okay, I see. Yeah. I have to refresh though because it's not letting me do anything. Looks like I have to refresh. Be right back.
So, tell us about your photo.
I was like maybe 2 years old.
How old?
Like 2.
Yeah, I figured it was like a baby or a toddler picture.
Yeah.
Like, at
And
what age was it that you noticed him melting?
it was like, I was like 2.
No. I mean, like, did you know? Like, was it right away? Like, what did you go out and he was a pile of mush, or was it like, did you just see a drooping nose and be like, oh no? Do you
No,
not
it was
like?
pretty significantly melting. I didn't build it. I think my parents probably did. Maybe my mom did. I don't know. Because we don't really get a lot of snow here. So it wasn't like a big man-sized snowman, but anyway, there was a picture of it, and I'm standing there all crying because my snowman was melting.
I knew it was you as soon as you said, "You need a lot of snow for a snowman, don't you?" You can make a
I would think,
snowman this big.
I would think
Like,
you
it
do
doesn't.
need a lot of snow for a snowman, though.
You get 3 snow cones.
you,
I've never actually made a snowman, so I don't know.
you
I've
need a lot for
never.
a life-size snowman. Yes,
I've
Well,
never built a
when
snowman
people
with
make
like 3
snowmen,
balls.
they make them
It
like
was just kept
human.
rolling and rolling.
just kept making it bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
I never did that either because the rolling like you weren't making a round ball like you're supposed to make for a snowman. You were making this wheel. You're making
yeah.
a big snow wheel.
And then you just
It's,
roll it to the top of the hill and then let it roll down, and it gets fucking huge.
yeah, I
But then
didn't
how do you put the second part of it on?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think I remember ever doing that.
You just
like
make a giant
like
snowball.
I
maybe one
remember
or
like
two
rolling the
times.
balls and making them
Yeah,
bigger and shit. I
yeah.
don't remember building a snowman.
I so since we're done with the game portion, let me read the last 3 stories because I think I had another one in here. This panelist was headed out to go skiing, although the forecast wasn't calling for any snow at the time. An unexpected detour made the trip longer than planned, and then only did it started, and then not only did it start snowing so hard that they weren't able to see the edge of the road, those sneaky edibles kicked in. Scary time.
That
Sneaky
wouldn't have fit on the
edibles.
screen.
Huh?
I said that story wouldn't have fit on the screen.
That was a lot. Yeah, damn. Was that you, Kim, with the sneaky edibles, or was that Kat with the long story
Wasn't
that she's
me.
been drinking? Was that your where the story the game's over? Yeah, it was you. It's a long
Yeah,
story.
ma'am. That was a scary ride.
So let me see if I got this right. You didn't know there was no reason why there should be snow, but you just said I'm gonna go
Well,
skiing,
okay.
and then
Well, we lived in Denver, and I had access to like 7 resorts for real cheap. So we played hooky one day and went to go ski. Well, there's a detour on 70, which sent us over Loveland Pass. Well, right about the time we got to Loveland Pass, my edibles kicked in and it started snowing real hard. And I just felt like my ears were ringing so loud. My old man was sitting in the truck seat next to me and I couldn't hear what he was saying. My ears were ringing so loud because I mean we're on the pass and it's like it's almost like driving up to Pikes Peak. Like it's deep falls. Like there are no guardrails, and it was snowing, and you couldn't see the edges of the road, and it was super scary. And there was about 85 cars behind me, and I was sweating like I just like cold sweat. It was terrible. It was a terrible time. I pulled over. I was like, okay, we got to regroup. We gotta. Everybody needs to pass me. We got to regroup, and we got to try again. We did.
were you driving?
Hmm.
Ooh,
Hmm.
that sounds a little bit scary. All right,
Well,
let
but
me
see,
read.
like it's like there's a spot on 70 where we typically would eat our edibles so that they would kick in about the time we got to the parking lot. So while we geared up, like the super, super high part would hit us. And then by the time we got to the lift, we were cool. And yeah, it detoured us and they hit early.
All right, I only have 2 more. Let me read these last ones. This panelist decided it would be a good idea to jump off of the roof in the middle of the blizzard and found themselves stuck in the snow for over an hour, unable to
Bean?
dig out on their own.
Yeah,
Which
that's why
one?
I hate snow.
Was
That's
it
the
you,
whole
Bean?
reason. Yeah, that's the whole reason I hate snow.
How small were you? Small?
Yeah, it was 96. I was like 9 years old.
Damn, was that scary?
Yeah, so it was in the middle. It was like a blizzard, so it was like 6 feet of snow on the ground. It was in the middle of this park, and like you ever been in like just white snow as far as you could see, and it like noise doesn't travel through it or anything like that. So we're in the middle of this park, jumping off of this pavilion into piles of snow, and I jumped like like when you dive off a diving board into a pencil. So my feet went straight down into it, and I was buried up to my chest. Like I couldn't budge, and it was just me, my brother, and his friend, and they were trying to pull me out, and there was since they're like stepping on the snow, it's just packing me in further and shit.
Mm.
So they're like, "We're gonna go get shovels." Dude, they left for like an hour, or at least what seemed like an hour, and like I'm yelling, and like my voice isn't traveling nowhere. They come back. Dude, they come back like an hour later with little garden shovels, 2 of them. They throw them to me. They each had a cup of hot chocolate. Didn't bring me none. Like they throw me the garden shovels. I had to dig myself out of there. Took me like 15, 20 minutes. And
Wow.
that was the last time I played in the snow.
The only thing I could think of is like people coming at you with shovels and not knowing like where you start and where the snow stops, and then just wham, right with the shovel.
No, they didn't dig me out. They gave me the shovel. Little
Wow.
fucking assholes.
Wow, that made you. Jeez.
Who was
So
it
you
that
and
made
I.
dig out?
Say again.
Who was it that made you dig out?
His
My
brothers.
brother and his friend.
Wow.
Yeah, they
Did
left
you-
me there for like an hour.
Did you dig to the pavilion? Like,
No, like I just dug the snow out around me so I could climb out of the hole. Like I made a hole that I was in instead of just like the snow packed around me. I dug the snow out around my body.
Jumping into it is kind of like after you walk on it, and like trying to shovel it after you walk on it. It just packs it.
Mm-hmm.
And every move you make, it just packs it harder around you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't just step out. Yeah. So
We
Margaret
jumped
said.
off of my roof into it, and it was a bad idea.
Margaret said you and I had almost an identical story about the big like piles of snow that the plows would put together, and then we would dig like big old like sort of tunnels in there and stuff. Never even thinking about what happens if this fucking thing caves in on top of me. Like,
Right?
Yeah.
whoa,
That's
man!
happened to people in digging in sand.
I can't imagine digging a tunnel in sand.
Do they do that in sand?
Oh, I've seen where people have gotten buried because they're digging they'll dig a big hole and it caves in on them.
Yeah.
Wow.
My kids build the tunnel every time we go to the beach. They dig a big hole. They spend hours doing it.
A tunnel, but it's like a big holes. I've seen where people have been digging big holes and gotten buried.
Well, I could see that, yeah, because if it's deeper than it is wide, then boom, and that just starts a cave in, or yeah, wow. Yeah, it's no fucking joke, I tell you. But we've had more snow this year than I think we've had by this time since the last few seasons that I can remember. Another story I had, you guys both had stories about jumping off of something. There was these like little levees going into the city from like these. There'd be a levee, and then there'd be like a smaller, I don't know what you call it, but it goes all the way up to where it turns into a creek, but it's like concrete and stuff going through the city and has bridges over it and stuff like that. And me and my friend jumped off of this bridge into a big snowdrift, and these cars watching us. Just die. Jump off the bridge. Man. It didn't hurt. It was pretty deep, luckily. But that could have been bad. Would have been pretty stupid, that's for sure. I used to have this like big tree that was down at the bottom of my gully that went across the gully. It was like a big bridge, kind of. We would walk across it, walking across that shit. And I remember falling. There was a tree right next to it on the other side, and I climbed up and then was holding on to a branch. Branch broke. I fell, landed my back flat on a the big glass jug, but it was so old and fragile. It just it shattered. It wasn't even stiff enough to cut me because it was so old.
You're lucky.
Yeah. So many times climbing shit and playing around. And I almost never had a shirt on, running around in the woods. Yeah. Yep.
Sounds like you and Kat make a good couple.
The kid I grew up with got swept down a creek and it broke both of his hips and both of his legs and one of his arms and shit.
Oh my god.
And then 2 weeks later I got in trouble because we got caught in the creek. We took off running and I wiped out and knocked myself out.
You were trying to destroy the evidence?
I don't know why we took off running. I mean, they had already seen we were in the creek, but when you're 10, what do? You fucking take off running. It was my grandma. She couldn't catch us.
No, all she had to do was wait for you to come home.
Uh-huh.
Did any of you ever shovel driveways as a kid for money? I did.
Yeah. That was definitely a one-time hustle.
Oh yeah, you would be.
I remember one time it snowed when I lived at White Sands. I've never seen that much snow, but we lived out at White Sands, which is just over the mountain from here in Las Cruces, and it's an army base. And I was stationed at Holloman, which is an hour away. And so anyway, it snowed, and I shit you not, we had at least 2 feet of snow. The snow was
fire in the hole.
Just lower, just below my crotch. It was freaking more snow than I've ever seen in my entire life, and it wasn't drifts either. It was just plain old snow. So anyway, I was out there in the driveway shoveling the snow out so I could pull my truck up into the driveway. And my dog, I had Weimaraners, and my one dog, she was having a blast with that shit, man. She come running from the side of the house, galloping through the snow. You see her loping through the snow like that. And then she'd get to the driveway and she'd jump in the snow in the driveway and bounce into the front yard. Well, finally the snow got down to this little bitty pile, and she hit that little bitty pile and it was slick, and she went sliding down the driveway. It's funny. She didn't
fire in the hole
after that.
Oh yeah, fire in the hole right now. 420. Cheers. What do you guys think about heated roads and heated roofs would be good? I think.
Heated what?
A heated roof that would turn on when your roof gets so much a certain amount of ice or snow on it.
The only thing I'd be worried about with the heated roof is fire.
But I mean, you could even do that with a water line, like they do floors, and just have it pump out of your water heater and then pump back into it.
Yeah, I'd be worried about leaks and stuff like that on a roof.
I think they do have heated roofs though. You would put it on the inside and it would actually add as a heat source for your house.
Yeah. I don't know. I think there are places that have heated roofs. I bet you they have them over in Europe. I think
heated roads too. I think there's some heated roads.
Yeah. Thermal heated, I think.
I think heated roads would lead to icy sidewalks.
Better heat the sidewalks. Well, you better heat the grass next to it. Better all the way
You ever
down.
see them people that hose down their driveway to get rid of the snow?
No, but I've used a leaf blower.
Yeah, or like
That's a
a
good idea.
flamethrower. That'd be fun.
Flamethrower that would still get melted.
Yeah.
Ice.
I've shoveled. Well, I didn't even shovel snow until I lived in Colorado. I've shoveled so much. Well, no, I take that back. I shoveled snow in Maryland, but in Colorado, because I lived there for so long, I shoveled so much snow.
I honestly don't really do a lot of shoveling. Like I'll just shovel a walkway for my son to get to the bus and back, but the dogs. I talked about this the other day.
They make a path.
The dogs have to be let out way sooner than I'm ready to go out and, and shovel. So
You know
they
what
end
to
up
do?
like damping down a whole bunch of snow and making this like ice path that you're not going to shovel anyway. And I'm not putting
You
ice
can't.
down.
Yeah.
I'm not putting salt down. Go ahead, me.
When it's about to snow, if there's snow in the forecast, you lay a tarp down on the path that you want to walk on. Then after it snows, grab the tarp, throw it over, and you got your clear path.
And they have grass.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Problem is though, if the dogs walked all over it and made it turn into ice, would it then be hard to get off the ground?
Yeah.
No, but you put the tarp like at the sidewalk, like at the edge of the sidewalk, out just a little bit over the grass. And once it snows, you just fling that tarp up, and they've got a clear path on the sidewalk and a patch of grass to be in.
I know what you're saying, but what I'm saying is they're gonna have to go outside while it's snowing, and the whole time they're out there, like
Yeah.
I don't know, stomping all over the path that they normally would walk up and down the stairs. The stairs end up with ice. There is a certain kind of ice. There's a certain kind of salt that's that's supposed to be safe for pets or better for pets.
I don't trust any of it.
I don't trust it either. It's blue. It's blue salt.
Yeah. And yeah, I had Shadow lots of places where there was snow, and she hated it because I wouldn't take her places because of the salt, because it burns their feet bad.
Yeah,
It's not good for their feet, yeah. So I don't even use it, and I don't really worry about it. I have banisters, like, yeah, it might be icy. Hold on to the damn railing when you're walking down the stairs. Like, it's only 2 steps. So, anyway, Margaret's gonna be right
when
back.
you get old enough, that 2 steps is 2 steps.
I know, but like either way, I feel like it should be holding on to the banister. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this spin real quick.
What was the final score?
Good question. Final score, myself, I had 6. Kim had 5. Kat, you had 8. So looks like Kat was our winner. Elisa May had 5. And Bean had 7. Congrats,
He was
Kat.
right on my heels. Thanks.
Kat, I'll give you
I usually am the loser, so it's kind of cool.
I'll give you an extra spot there. There you go.
I
All right,
think that was
everybody.
the most I've gotten yet.
Let's see, hashtag PITB, WTIF, 5th, hashtag something in the chat. Let's put you on the wheel. I see Diane, okay. On the Facebook, you get a spot for Facebook and Rumble and on YouTube. Cat on the Rumble.
I got all 3 of them open. Bam, bam,
Cat
bam.
on the Facebook. Alice on the Rumble. I'm going to put Margaret because she just commented. Cat on the YouTube.
Dawn on Facebook.
Yes, let's go.
I commented on the
Alice.
Pornhub.
Okay, got it. I'll see that when the upload goes through. Don't.
When he gets your feet picked, so put that one on there.
It's too bad we lost the whole audience in Texas, you know what I mean?
And Florida.
And Florida too? Oh, damn.
Dude, everywhere. You have to fucking give them ID to look at anything these days.
But on the bright side,
You can't get on Pornhub in Florida.
Well, the bright side, VPN sales have gone way up. So
I don't even know what state is still open to not have to put in an ID and shit.
okay, who else is in the house? We got 26 people.
Did you get Andrew?
Andrew, yep, just did.
Okay.
Alice on Facebook and Rumble. I know Alice probably hit the YouTube as well.
Yes,
But,
Alice
yeah.
at YouTube.
My son's got a half day tomorrow, so. But yeah, I literally joke around about it, but God, could you imagine the fun stuff that we used to do, but having a electronic hat and coat and gloves and pants and boots and underwear. It's just like, bzzz, like you hear hey, what's that sound, bro? That's just my clothes. Like, can you imagine like the amount of hours you could stay out longer? Like,
yeah, so you catch on fire.
I mean,
Your pants are
But you
fucking-
get out there and get moving, and you get to sweating, and then you get cold because you're sweating. Like, because I have good ski gear, and I mix my ski gear with my riding gear. And like I said, we rode whenever I left the other day, it was 34 or 35 degrees here. And I rode an hour away. And I wasn't like cold. So, but I mean, like, you start getting all that heated shit on you, and you get moving around and get to going and doing stuff, and then you get sweaty, and then you're cold because you're sweaty.
yeah, but if it's
That's
heated
different.
though, you're not gonna get cold from sweating if it's heated. Okay. A lot of people are using them now. I'm not saying they're perfect. I haven't had it. I haven't used it.
I haven't either.
A lot of people, the coats, like they say, keep them
They're
nice and toasty.
expensive.
You ever used one, Bean? Bean's frozen. No, he was just
It's just Bean. He's not
He
frozen.
was
It's
so like, no blink, no nothing.
He was in the zone.
Can't do it. I had a
But no,
friend
there's heated gloves and everything, like everything.
roofers are using them now, so they can do roofing longer as long as it hasn't snowed, they can work in the winter. And like I saw the lady and I'm sure multiple I forget what you call them, like the drivers of these horse and buggies. That I was at this Christmas in the Village event that I did a review for Tuesday, and they had these horse and buggy rides, and those drivers were nice and toasty. They had gloves on that where you could see the little lights on the gloves, like.
Yeah, I don't know why I said no. I'm wearing a heated back brace right now.
Oh. I think that sounds more medical though, right? Like what do you mean heated?
Well, yeah, but right now I'm wearing it for warmth.
You don't have to wear
it. I wear it because it vibrates and shit too, so like massages my back. But I just wear it for every now and then to make my back feel better. But right now it's just for warmth.
Oh,
it's also 70 degrees where his punk ass is at.
I was just gonna say, what did it go down to?
I can see my breath.
Or what?
Y'all can't.
That's just all the soot coming out from all the cigarettes.
It's your cigarette full.
That's just.
He leans off a screen and hits a cigarette, and then goes back. It's like, yeah.
Alice says no shedding into water with the heating equipment. No sledding into water. Oh yeah. I didn't read that right. No sledding into water. Yeah, you wouldn't want to go sledding with the heated stuff on. I bet it says somewhere like this is not meant to play in the snow, because that probably wouldn't be a great idea to be covered in snow, and then it would.
Did y'all ever use inner tubes to go? Like we called it tubing. Get like tire inner tubes and shit. from tractor tires.
I think we did, but
Mhm.
I don't think I ever really had a good experience, or I don't have a good memory of like a good sized tubes that we went. We would just we had different sleds, like those
Yeah.
the disc
Well, you
sleds.
can't get those. You can't go into like Walmart and get the tubes that
No,
they sell. They're not slick enough. You got to get an actual inner tube.
that's also what we float the river on in Texas, and we
Mhm.
zip tie a mud flap to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to inner tube behind boats.
Andrew says you'd have to carry that fire extinguisher with you if you had what electric stuff. Yeah, I'm guessing there's probably a disclaimer on that gear that's like this is not meant for like handling snow or like being covered in snow.
Or
And,
cold weather.
Yeah, Don's like I'm really iffy on heated underwear. Yeah, I wouldn't want heated underwear because honestly, you're not supposed to really have any sort of heating element near your sack if you want it to be usable, worthwhile in the future.
See.
Like, why does it look like two peas in a pod? Well, I had a heating element nearby too long.
I cooked them.
I just shriveled them right up.
Made it look like a
Tubes are fun, Alice said.
hot dog on one of those at a
Been on the roller too
Dick-
long.
Convenience.
Dick and balls are already weird. Y'all are just making it worse.
Yeah,
That leathery looked like they tanned too long.
like it's been at
Oh,
the
wrinkles shriveled up.
it's been on the Quickie Mart rollers for too long.
yeah.
You ever see them people that just spent too many days in the tanning booth?
There's these neighbors I have, and I haven't seen them lately because it's been cold. Those fuckers lay out in front of their house and like lounge chairs and shit, sun tanning. And I'm like, you guys are stupid. You look like,
You mean sunbathing?
yeah.
Some people turn to leather. Like it's crazy, and they're like, I just need one more day in the sun.
It's like armor. It's like armor now.
Like,
So
there's
hey, so
nothing about this
back
shit.
to the tubing. We had this hill it's actually at a frisbee golf course that I know of now. That I remember this same hill that my dad took us to as a kid. But the thing is that you go down the hill and there'd be another hill in the middle of that hill. Come the way down, and so if you didn't know it was coming, dude,
I'll launch you off of it.
yeah, you're going and then wham off another hill as you're going downhill already, and it's like a ramp on the hill. And then there was a lake at the bottom. That's what I thought of as soon as I heard your story, Kat, about the water that wasn't quite frozen. I'm like, yeah, I didn't want to ever go down all the way to the lake itself because
It was only like that much water, dude, and I walked across it to go up the hill to sled down.
we got soaked.
And I walked out across it, and it just, the velocity of me coming down on that, because it was a badass little sled, but as soon as it hit that ice, man, that water shot right up all between my legs, all up the front of me, all in
Gotta
my
quit
face.
playing
That
on
water was
TV.
cold as fuck.
Was it one of
It
those?
was bad.
Was it like one of those like what are they, Red Riders or whatever? They had these
No.
rails that you
Yes.
were on top of. You guys have those?
We had, well, it has two little tiny skis on front that turn
Yeah.
together, and then kind of a big one on the back with a seat on it. Yeah,
So you sliced right into that shit because that's just
dude,
like
it
metal.
just dove nose first, just fucking
Yeah.
right into it.
Wow.
I never understood how
Oh, it
those things
was so dumb. Those little sleds are so badass.
You can't weigh a lot with those because they're
It just digs into the snow. Like, how does it work?
Well, it's got
No,
a curve.
but yeah, it's like a ski, but like you come down this hill and it kind of flattens out, but then there's just another little dip that's like where the drainage is, and it had ice across it. But when I hit that drainage, just the nose of those two skis broke through that ice, and it shot that cold ass water all up on me. No, those are badass little sleds.
no matter what I do, everybody
They'll
is going to be
shit and
people.
get.
I was trying to get to where there's nobody doubled up on the list, but just can't do it.
I have too many spots. It's like
Yeah.
their waffle the other day. There was a couple of them had like 30 spots each.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's when you leave it open ended. They're helping some elderly folks to. I guess Mess is gonna have him rub his feet
And then
and rub stuff.
she put $50 back into it too.
Yeah. We're gonna go visit a couple old folks' homes and hang out with some elderly for the holiday. Take them some muffins and some little gifts and whatnot.
Well, like, what are we talking about? You're when you go back home and back to the home area state. You guys are all gonna meet up and.
No. I'm gonna go somewhere in Pennsylvania with Ricky, and his kids are gonna go with me. Mess is going to one in Maryland. He's gonna take a bunch of people from the recovery house that he goes to and the church that he goes to. And Mike and his wife and
I'm gonna go with them.
kids are gonna go. You're gonna go with Mike and them?
Yeah, Mike and
Nice.
Christy.
Yeah.
Oh.
So kind of spreading out, spreading the love, trying to visit a bunch of people, give some people a visit that don't have anybody, you know. We've raised money every Christmas for different things, but like we thought this year, like, who really doesn't get the attention around Christmas? And it kind of is the forgotten elderly.
Is Kat here? Kat is if you
I'm here.
Kat, if you're here, comment. Margaret, I'm sorry I didn't wait for you to come
Which
back.
one you want me to comment in? I'll get all of them.
I did put you on the wheel though, so you had a chance. I guess I could have waited a little bit longer, but yes, congrats, Kat. Thanks for the jumping around on the spots and the things. Kat, you sent me. You say you sent me pictures for Sunday.
I did. And I'll have you some more tomorrow. I'm going over there tomorrow.
I'm trying something new this week. Bean, you are not allowed to play on Sunday. You are not allowed to play.
What did be?
What did I miss?
Huh? I'm just trying to reverse psychology.
Oh.
You are not allowed to play. Let's let me try this here.
All right, I'll put it on my schedule.
Is this stupid?
He'll go live 10 minutes before you.
Oh, well, or an hour after I start, like you did last Sunday. Gosh.
Yeah.
It takes us an hour to get the game. Oh, no, not always. We sometimes we get going pretty fast. And actually, the game was done within 2 hours. This game goes a lot faster. But it is fun, though, to showcase each different people's pictures of their homes like we did. Do you want to see a quick example? Did I show you this already, B? I like Margaret. Margaret sent us
Something
a good
for the Christmas doxing. We're gonna show you people's front doors.
doxing. What happened?
As a hang around for the Christmas doxing, we're gonna show you people's houses and give you their names. And
Oh, right. Like, oh, look, it's a flat screen TV like they had on sale now for. Like,
remember,
$49.
You're gonna get $50 out of it. Hey, by the way, you can for sure get the oven mitt. That oven mitt's expensive.
And the dog.
But yeah, no. Anyway, it's just a good example. You're supposed to find like the differences. And he's like, "Oh no, I need to get the." But we did have a problem though, and I'll have to try and fix it for this Sunday. One of the differences is almost not visible. It's pretty much not visible. It's right above my square. There's a dog toy on the floor. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Whose house is that?
Are you serious?
Is that your house? No, it can't be your house.
I'll give you a moment.
So I got to guess the difference.
Can you gotta tell me whose house it is first?
Really?
Margaret's
Yeah.
house.
Uh,
You don't.
I wasn't looking at the writing, dude. It all blended
I'm just
together.
fucking with you because you were like looking at the house itself and missed the whole top part. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
So, Bean, you can if you want to if you want to play real fast. This is
the
I'd
dog.
rather you play on
Detective
Sunday.
Wood.
This is to tease you to come in on Sunday. This was last week's game. Go ahead. What's your dog?
The one next to the fireplace.
What about it? Okay.
There's 2 dogs next to the fireplace.
No, it's that from one side to the other. He's correct. That is a different dog. What else?
I think I'm missing the left part of the picture there, though, on the
Good
right.
night, Alice. That table, nothing is different on that table. It's just the edge of the picture.
Is that a dog on the couch in the right picture?
Correct. There's a dog on the couch in both pictures, but different couches.
It looks like the chessboard is missing from one picture to the other.
No, that is all the same. It's just the edge of the picture is a little bit over. That's all.
The Santa Claus on the dresser thing.
Yeah. Let me take this off the. Yep, the Santa Claus is flip flopped with the other little tree or whatever that is. Gnome.
There's
The
a cat
topper on the tree.
There's a cat on the credenza.
Yeah, the topper on the tree.
Yep.
On the topper on the tree.
Yep. The cat. Yep.
The Santa Claus on the fireplace is in a different spot.
Yep. I know of at least 2 more.
There's a dog.
All the pets have been
Yeah, all the dogs are moved in different places.
yeah, but they've all been. So the little dog counts as one because the little dog went from one couch to the other, so it's just one.
Um,
Bean, you see there's 2 more.
On the far left side on that little table, that candle, is it? Oh, it's just cut off.
Nope, that's all. Yeah, that's
Okay.
just the edge of the.
Okay.
I don't
You
see
got
him.
the dog moving on the couch and then the separate dogs on the dog bed.
So one of them is the one that I said earlier. That's almost cut off. It's right next to the dog bed on the floor. That's on one side but not the other. It's like a dog toy, but it's kind of cut off with. I
I
gotta
can't
remember.
really see it. Yeah.
I gotta remember this for next week to try to move it up a little bit. The other one, if you guys want me to tell you the last one, Margaret says the dog did that on their own. All pets were unplanned. She's like, she was over spending time like moving actual items, going, okay, this and this. All right, take a picture. Oh, the dogs have all switched positions. Some dogs swapped out. Like I thought all that was planned. Like, whoa, that blows my mind a little bit, Margaret. Holy cow. So the last one. Good night, Andrew. The last one is a poster on the wall of butterflies.
Where?
It's
See, I
upside-
was looking at that.
Oh, it's upside down.
she flipped
Oh, I
it
didn't see it.
on the other side. Yeah.
Okay, I see now. All right. Sneaky snake.
Pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. See, that was a good one. Good one from Margaret. Thanks, Margaret. I've used it a couple times as as an example.
Pretty
But
cool.
yeah, a bunch of people sent me new ones. My son's mom sent me some. Brenda, Kat. I think there was somebody else.
And they have to change the pictures?
No, you take two pictures. You take one picture from whatever angle you choose, but try to like a good concentration of your Christmas kind of decoration area. And you can even take a couple people did a close up of the tree, and then move things around on the tree or added things or took things away on just the tree, and then you take a second picture from almost exactly the same spot as much as you can. You saw how the edge there was a little bit off. Some of mine was a little bit off too, but take it from exactly where you can, this similar spot. But the second picture is taken after you have moved or added or taken away up to 5 things. So like you have 5 differences, so or more. I should say 5 or more. People can go higher. And so then during the game is super simple. When you play, you just have to find 2. And that's a prize. Then it moves to the next player. Find 2, prize. And believe it or not, some of them are pretty tough that some people couldn't find. They had to move on. But yeah, it's not like the most like difficult game to play. So anyway, Bean, if you could just prick your thumb and sign here. All right. Anyway, thank you, everybody. We'll get moving, but
Or do what I'm gonna do, Bean. I'm gonna go to Walmart and like make a wreath and put a whole bunch of shit on it and then move it around. I'm not gonna buy any of it.
I mean that could be good. That could be fun. I also thought of going to like neighbors' houses that that you could talk to and be like, hey, you have a lot of cool stuff outside. Could I just like twist, like you could turn
move some stuff around?
Yeah, like they're watching you out there, and you're off there pointing, you're left there looking, twist, like turn, flip it upside down. Okay, I don't know.
What the fuck is he doing?
A lot of possibilities, but it's a
Well,
fun
the pictures I've sent you haven't been from my house, so.
I know you told me about that, and that's probably. I don't know a lot. I don't know why everybody doesn't just do that from somebody near, like somebody that they know or whatever. Because
I was gonna send you some pictures, but I don't need anybody questioning why I've been taking pictures of this person's house.
While you're looking through the window.
like the first picture has like a piece of consent, like a written consent with your thumbs up in the picture, and I thought you were gonna say I don't need anybody questioning why I'm not wearing any clothes in the picture.
No, that's me.
You've got close up two not jingle balls. What do you call the fucking ornaments? The ball ornaments and like maybe some garland covering up you're all just you're decorated like a tree, smiling. Look like you got 2 nipple rings, so you got like
Waylon's thought about this quite a bit.
I can totally see it. I can totally see it. The nipple rings
are holding bang bang.
You're holding holding ornaments, and then you got the lights all around you.
And it's not hard to believe the type of pictures I've put out there.
That's the shit him and Mess send to each other like every day.
Well, see, look, before I knew Bean, I was trying to be a farmer, right? And so I went to onlybeans.com, and it was not what I thought it was. It was not what I thought
and then you got him. Yeah.
You still paid the $7.99.
There was a paywall, and I didn't. I was like, I thought I was getting the exclusive, monthly beans.
He just did his 30-day free trial, and he fucking.
Yeah, I got out of there. I got out of there before the third free trial was over. Oh, that's fucked up. All right, so next week I think current events. Next week is the week before Christmas. So Christmas I think falls on a Thursday. Somebody said. I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, it does.
So we'll probably just do whatever. If somebody's around, I'll come up for a little bit Thursday night, because I don't know that. I mean, honestly, my son will be up early, Christmas all day long. Like by the time it's 8:00 at night, I'm not gonna be worried about. Like there won't be any need for me hanging out with him at that point. He'll be probably passed out even from all the festivities. I told him I'll probably get him a Switch game on the Nintendo Switch, but usually I try to find one that I like. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're expensive, some of those games. Anyway, we should wrap it up, I guess. If you guys have anything else you want to shout out, you can.
You could all do a little something extra for the elderly this holiday, and just go give them a visit. Doesn't take much.
I think about going to my mom's house every day.
I know Walmart has those little throw blankets. I think they're $3 or $4, but those are always good things that are cheap that you can go get and donate a mass of. I mean, but go hang out with old people. It's fun.
Yeah, I mean, they don't even need the gift. The time is the gift to the people that don't get company.
Mm-hmm.
So true. Like people think that I don't even know if I want to pose the question of like what do you think is like what's the order of importance between child poverty, homelessness, quote unquote, and elderly I guess care maybe is just an easy way to put it. Like, man, those are three. Those are tough. I mean, people worry about the children, but at the same time, like I feel like that's going to be never ending. But at the same time, so are like elderly.
Look at all of our homeless veterans.
I think there's a lot of groups that like get a lot of attention around the holidays and from charities and stuff like that. But there are some groups that they don't really need the charity monetarily or something or anything. It's just like kind of forgotten.
Totally. With kids, like it's like, oh, you can feel good by just like throwing like some toys at some like whatever event or drive or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't. The elderly doesn't want like a bunch of cheap toys. Like they want some time from somebody's ear. You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'm going to take my brother and his kids with and have them write little cards out for him. So they got handwritten cards from the kids, and just like I said, it doesn't even really have to be much of anything.
When my aunt was in the nursing home, when she got older, I used to go kidnap her from the nursing home, and we would go to Walmart and we would get Hot Wheel cars and like little keychain size like stuffed animals. Like they were all like 75 or 88 cents or whatever at Walmart. And I'd spend like $100 every time we'd do it. And I'd go take her back to the nursing home and she'd pass them out to all of her friends. And they were always so excited, just getting a Hot Wheel car and a little tiny little toy, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean,
yeah, that's what I say, especially for like the kids. Like that's who they want the attention of the most. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, they loved when I bring the kids up there. Well, all of them would gather around.
If like a kid got them a gift or something, oh, the little kid thought of me. Like,
and ask some of those little old ladies and little old men who knows how to play the piano, because that will get them going too.
Well, just like little handmade things, man. I keep thinking, man. I thinking one day when I have my like, I don't have a Christmas at my house, if that makes sense. Like, there's no, I don't do Christmas morning. Like, my family would, I would invite them, but nobody would come. So, but I would do little crafts together. Like, you could do really simple ones all year long. You could be thinking of like finding little interesting little crafts you can use, like little scrap materials or something like that, or maybe some like little colored, or what is it, the construction paper, little things that you can make, little
on a string and shit.
A little frame, a little picture frame that you can take a picture that you took together and put in this little, construction paper picture frame and label it Christmas of whatever year, and you use it that year, and maybe it falls apart because it's just like whatever, handmade. Maybe it's not that great, but then next year you make another thing, and then you do it together as a family. You can do that with bigger families or smaller families where everybody's like, maybe you pair up and you work on something together for someone else, or maybe you do like a Secret Santa, except you draw everybody to know who you're making something for.
Yeah.
That's what we do in my family. We draw names.
Should we call Kim? Margaret says someone ring her messenger. Let's see.
We need a lullaby soundtrack.
Well, our voices are probably over time monotone voice. Let me just ring it. I'm gonna hit the video call. But yeah, anyway, I was just thinking. I mean, I was just talking about that the other day, and
Why are you calling me, Waylon? Like, why is my phone ringing?
Because you were taking a nap.
My eyes hurt.
It's okay. We're just fucking with the Kim. We're over time anyway, but that was.
The lights hurt, and sitting here looking at the screen like.
Well, let's go then. Let's go. But yeah, thanks a lot, everybody.
I'm ready for bed.
Was I snoring or what?
What's that?
Was I
No.
snoring?
Nah, you were looking peaceful as fuck, but then I just had to ruin it. So I'm sorry, but nah,
Oh,
we,
first, my friend Debbie called me earlier, and I was like, "Who the hell is that?"
well, maybe it was me and Debbie got together, and we're like, let's call her. All right. Anyway, guys, hit the like button if you haven't, and share it out. We'll see you next week for a little current events. See what's been going on with this. I got at least a couple of things that I've been holding back. I've been trying, man. It's hard, but yeah, we'll see you Sunday for Indoor Farmer Game Night. The What's the Difference Christmas Edition, round 2 on Sunday. We'll see you there. Remember, everybody has to eat. I'm gonna head over to Locals for a little bit for a little after show. Peace out, everybody.
Yeah, this is for my green thumbs in the game. Waylon the indoor farmer, check my name. Sustainability, we about to reclaim. This is how we do it, keep it in the frame. I'm Waylon the farmer, the indoor king. Living off the grid, what the city can't bring. Got my hydro setup, my LED lights. Growing all my greens, all through the night. Self-sustain, that's the mission. Growing my own, I'm not missing. Indoor farming, the hustle's real. Waylon's here. These boxes where to keep.
People in the boxes, souls on display.